What's up, everybody? Welcome to IGN Plays Live. I'm James Duggan. And this is Brandon Hunt.
Hey.
We're here to play Overkill's The Walking Dead. You might remember Overkill from Payday and Payday 2. Those games I quite like, and you quite like The Walking Dead.
I
This
do.
Series.
I love me some zombies here. And I love killing me some zombies, so let's see how this goes.
So far, initial impressions. This is a slower-paced game than you might think, if you're comparing it to something like Left 4 Dead. The whole goal, I feel, at this very early stage that I know absolutely nothing about the game, is to be conflict-averse.
Right at us. The camp's gates are boarded up,
To
but that won't hold
constantly
against that many
be
walkers.
trying to avoid
Place
confrontation.
what defenses you can and hold
So
your
what's our
ground.
kill the
There's
walkers
nowhere left
primary
for us
goal?
to retreat.
Okay.
Well, I like that. That's exactly the opposite of what I
Get
just
rid
said.
of those
So is this
walkers.
wave-based
Remember
here?
to aim for the head.
This mission might be, but the mission that I have familiarity with from E3 as well as playing a little bit at my desk was kind of more of a conventional Left 4 Dead style mission where
Cool.
you're
Make
working
sure
your way
you
through
grab
a...
some planks.
Oh, this is great. This looks like more defense.
Oh, sweet.
So for those of you who played Payday the
Come on
Heist
now.
and Payday 2,
Repair the gate.
you'll remember that there are some stealth missions, some loud missions, so there's kind of some differences. So I would be overjoyed if there were like pure combat missions where ammo is just all over the place.
So here we're just trying to sort of
some ammo
keep
while
this
you have the
whole
chance.
area secure and not let anybody...
There's some ammo right. Oh, I love it.
dude.
Resources.
My dreams are answered. Look at this. So
What do you got?
something
What do
to
you
note. I got like a Remington 870 here
With a silencer on it.
with a silencer, and something to note about that silencer is it will break off if I use the gun too much.
Oh, wow.
Which here does not seem to be an issue because this looks like a loud mission.
Okay.
But if I were going stealth, basically the more I shoot, the more noise I generate, the more walkers show up
Go get
eventually.
the items you need.
So you want to kind of pick your shots.
Right.
Now place
But
those
here I don't think that's going to matter.
defenses.
That's
Ooh,
wonderful.
Where are you going to put this?
I'm going to put this right
Oh,
here.
right here. Cool.
You can play with 4 players in total. Currently, our party has 4.
Here
Here,
comes
look
the
at that.
horde.
Do we only stay in this particular
Suspicious
section
spaghetti.
of this map right here, or does it have like a kind of a level progression when you move on from one spot to another, or do we stay in this area?
So in this particular mission, I'm not 100% sure, but this looks like kind of a base defense mission to me.
Gotcha.
The other mission, again, is working through, various environments, and you run into things like, obviously, hordes of walkers, and then also enemy humans that have guns.
Gotcha.
That are much more
Oh. Menacing.
menacing, but
Smarter.
also vigilant. They
Yeah.
definitely notice you, and you have to be very, very stealthy. All right, time remaining 12 seconds. We got
All
6
right.
out of 6 barbed wires placed. I'm ready to shoot some
Let's
walkers.
kill some stuff. Let's kill some deads.
I
Some
gotta-
deadites.
I gotta remember not to say zombies, right? Because that's like cardinal
Walkers.
sin. Walkers.
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 Here. Take positions.
My
Leave
my
one.
knowleded of the Walking Dead universe is pretty
They're at
limited,
the
but
back gate.
I am a
I
big
got you
Overkill
on that.
shooter guy.
So one of the things we were trying to figure out is if this particular game takes place, which universe of The Walking Dead, because there's pretty much 2. There's the Skybound comic book universe, and then there's the AMC show, and I think this is the Skybound universe. We're not sure if there is any relation to any of the characters in the comic. I'm wondering if anyone shows up later in this game.
They're in the
Seems
alley.
like
So you notice I
Maybe
just got
not.
grabbed, and I was able to push him off pretty quick, but even just getting grabbed takes a big pip off my health,
oh yeah.
which is really bad because if you get damaged a little bit, it'll regenerate, but if you get a whole pip off your health, then you're not
You're
regenerating.
stuck with that damage.
Remember, folks watching at home, if you have questions about this game, and I imagine you probably do, we'll do our best to answer. I have
Let's
only had
take a
maybe about
look.
2 hours with the game so far, but IGN, Mixer, YouTube, Twitch, you can hit us up there. Oh, this ammo regenerates, dude.
All
I'm
right.
in love with loud missions.
Gate's been fixed. You're okay.
Oh, we got questions about Max is wondering about a campaign. Is there a campaign in this?
Yes, there's a campaign, but it's a kind of, I don't know that I want to use the word unconventional, but there is a narrative throughout the missions, but you're experiencing those missions with your friends, almost like a Left 4 Dead campaign, or
Right.
I think a Payday 2 campaign is probably a little bit more active.
I'll get the gate fixed.
Okay, we can, someone's already fixing this gate. Oh, no, never mind. So we're repairing the gate here. It takes a bunch of resources to do that. If you're supposedly there's going to be some merit to this game narratively, but time will tell. You know what I mean?
Time will tell. I'm sure. I'm sure there might be some DLC for this guy. Hopefully,
I am playing this game for
And,
gameplay, not
for the DLC.
for the story.
The
rather.
story
It could be great, but no.
would be great. We'll see. Might be some tie-ins. I'm wondering if there's going to be some tie-ins with the show or the comic. If there's any like events in the comic. Right now they're almost at issue 200.
Dang.
They're about almost at 190 right now. There's a big old arc going on, and then in the show, if you watch the show, no spoilers here if you haven't yet, but there has been a big event that dropped, and probably a tonal change in the show, which I'm really excited about.
It is exciting.
So I'm digging what's sort of going on with The Walking Dead right now. I'm hoping from what I've seen so far this game, I really like the trailers. I thought the trailers were really great for this game, and I'm hoping there might be a little bit of integration with any of the universes here.
So you saw my suppressor / silencer just popped off there, and now I'm going to be going loud, but that doesn't really matter. We don't have a noise gauge in this particular
You're
mission.
sort of already making noise here.
That's okay though. Again, this is a loud mission, as it were, which I'm happy to see is a part of this game because I didn't really want to stealth my way through the whole thing.
So I got a question here.
Yeah.
Compared to some other zombie shooters that you've played, Michael Asiama, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but he's wondering what makes this game unique in comparison to other zombie shooters.
It's an excellent question because there are quite a bit of zombie shooters. I'm trying to figure out like where the sweet spot is here on the on my aim reticle. It's not where I thought it was with that particular weapon, but that's better. For me, I think what I'm looking for out of this game is Overkill's style.
Right.
And that style is mission variety, loadout progression, approaching a mission and working as a team to kind of overcome the obstacles in a non-samey way.
Right.
Left 4 Dead 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. I love
Same. I do. I love it.
it's the action is nonstop. I absolutely love the team cohesion of having to like hit a hunter off of somebody or call out a boomer so everybody can back away.
Sure. But I think that probably the difference between these two, Left 4 Dead and this one's the tactics are definitely more of a thing in place here than Left 4 Dead. There are tactics, sure, of Left 4 Dead, but this looks like
That's pretty easy.
combination of Left 4 Dead meets maybe Call of Duty Zombies or something like that.
This particular map maybe.
This
what I'll
particular
say,
map, yeah,
I don't
true.
think that's a fair description of the entire game. The entire
Sure.
game is, I would assume, much more similar in structure to something like Payday 2. So you have this
Right.
overworld, and basically you're choosing your loadout. There's progression for each character to unlock various things for your guns, various things you can craft. And class identity in Overkill's The Walking Dead is really interesting because basically during that mission we didn't really see it. But I was able to craft something like wire cutters or maybe barbed wire, while your character might be able to craft something different, like
Right.
a fuse that allows us to get past an electrical barrier.
Sure.
And so you kind of have to.
Archetypes for different characters, basically.
All right,
Did you
let's go back
notice
to
that? I mean, I'm sure it's true to the lore, but shooting zombies in the head probably downs them a lot quicker than blowing their limbs off or anything like that.
I don't think that I've been able to kill a zombie by shooting it anywhere other in the head yet.
Right.
You really have to shoot in the head. They move very
There you go.
slowly though. We're gonna accept this
Anderson
Anderson camp. Just wait here, and I'll show you some of the progression that we're
Sweet.
working with here. So lockpick, used to pick locks and circumvent other locking mechanisms. Power kit, chem kit. These basically allow you to get resources on the fly. You pick up this crap, for lack of a better word, that you can then turn into these useful things that allow you to get things like bandages, ammunition, explosives. Those are the kind of things that this allows. And if everybody on your team is running a lockpick, then you're not all
You're
gonna
not really gonna
right. You're not gonna be able
to get a whole lot of options there.
Right.
I mean, lockpicking is that like you're new in an area, you obviously need to use it to open up locked spaces, but like
I think it's generally like
Are you-
chests and stuff. I don't know that there's any like
locked doors or anything that can people like lock doors on you, like opposing humans, and then you gotta in
my
mid
experience
game
with
if something that's a door that's open or something like that.
my experience with opposing humans is they just shoot you so far.
Gotcha.
And it's all PvE. So here's some of the wow, do I have access to all these?
Ooh,
Let me try a little crossbow action.
there you go.
Ooh, a revolver as well. And then
Crossbow.
Looks like we just have the baseball bat for now on this character. Crossbow or a sniper. You also got an MP5 and
CG.
so this is interesting. Let's see what the difference this is. Paired lean suppressor. Oh. These appear to be the same gun to me. Unless I'm crazy. Alt compare. Okay, so we'll equip that, and then it's the same gun. So I have two of the same gun in
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
This is my 3rd hour in the game, so I have a lot to learn. And one thing I've noticed is matchmaking is a little slow to start, but we'll see. So
How do you earn guns in this game?
I would
Can you
just
like
imagine
buy them out,
leveling up.
leveling up, and then you sort of
You can earn these tools. Well, let's look at Aiden's progression here. You can see I'm level 1, so I'm sure I'll unlock some stuff level 2. Overkill's strength, I think, as a developer historically has been creating these interesting FPS missions that you have to work as a team and kind of approach methodically. The place where they've been a little bit weak is storytelling and narrative. Like their VO is kind of historically silly. So this is a very interesting new space because The Walking Dead, I think, is a pretty serious universe where people are looking for some kind of narrative.
right.
Let's talk
Got
games.
something for
I know
you.
I am. Yeah.
First shot, we must defend ourselves. So claiming the rewards from that mission I just did. This is kind of the home base here.
Just got a new one here.
Hell or high water. I only stole our water purifier during the last
Retrieval
attack on our
mission.
camp. We need to get it back to survive. So my reward is a weapon case, which
Ooh.
there you go. To answer your question, that's how you get a weapon.
Cool.
And a mod case, which allows you to modify a weapon.
You can hold more weapons than
Stay
just
safe.
seems like you can get
think you can
melee and a one weapon slot right now. Is that what
I
how
think
it
it's
is?
I think it's a primary, a secondary, and a melee. slot.
Gotcha.
We
Maybe
have a
get two
strong
primaries or
group
something.
here.
So there's Maya. So we can actually interact
We stick together.
with the playable characters that we're not currently playing, which is cool.
That's cool.
We're playing as Aiden. Let's go see what this is all about.
Did you watch these trailers for these characters?
I did, yeah.
So good.
I like them. Okay, so now this one has 14 power there up there.
Compared to your other one?
Yeah, I'm not really
With the
sure how
5.
that happened.
Oh, there you go.
Dismantle with mods. All right, that's going to be
Oh, okay.
mods. Favorite dismantle. Maybe there's a crafting bench somewhere.
A little bit of Destiny-esque type stuff here.
That looks like a crafting bench down there. Let's see if we can get down there, and then we'll jump right back into the mission.
All right.
Give the people what they want. Blood.
Get some Zampies. Where's my money?
What you need?
Stored items.
Oh, okay.
Garage. I won't forget about you, Caleb, I promise. Don't you? So this is actually the map that we were just in,
Cool.
but we've secured it and therefore kind of progressed the story.
And
Let's jump
now
back out,
we're- All right.
and we'll
This is
heal
sort
some
of
walkers.
in between waiting area. So we're gonna go get that fetch quest. Is that what we're gonna do? Hell or high water. There it is.
I need to unlock a new route.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Okay.
How does one go about doing that? Camp upgrades. Routes.
There you go.
Unlocks the
Ah,
central Georgetown area of DC, and then if we go back, aha,
There it is.
there's a new mission. Here's kind of the map total.
1, 2, 3, 4. How many
And then we're going to start, and we're going to matchmake. This is going to take a hot second, so why don't we hit those questions?
Yep. Let's see. A lot of people are giving this a kind of a Dying Light comparison in the chat here. I don't know if that's necessarily something that matches well because there's not a lot of parkour going on in this game.
Not a lot of
but
parkour, but there is a lot of melee. I
There's
think
a lot
that
of
you want to
melee,
use
yeah.
melee because you don't really want to use your weapons unless you really have to on most missions. Obviously,
Right.
that one where the ammo is regenerating, like, totally fine. That's a shooter mission. But the Dying Light comparison is interesting because I don't think it's as open a world. This is not a place where I'm loading in and then I'm running 10 minutes. It's more,
right.
I think the campaign structure is a little bit more similar to Payday or Left 4
Map
Dead.
based, yeah.
All right, we're going to join this up. And,
Yeah.
all right, I got
PC
my
only right now, right?
16 power. I believe so.
A lot of people asking that. Do you know if there's going to be split screen? Split screen in this thing. What do you
Let's
think?
answer those questions right now.
And,
Platforms, PS4, Xbox One, Microsoft Windows.
nice.
Not sure if this is a simultaneous release or not.
So there is a story mode.
I think the story mode is. Okay, so that
Cool.
shotgun has.
So can your slots fill up in this thing right here, and then you have to store your weapons?
Well, I have 10 pages.
Oh, you got 10 pages.
So think about. I hope I'm
All
alright.
right.
My question is, can I Loud bolt action, max size 8, power 7. I wonder why. So yeah, it's multi-platform. It's Xbox One. It's PS4, Steam, and no
Great.
split screen that I'm aware of.
Great Scott in the chat says it's PC only until February,
Oh, look at that. The chat, as per the usual, knows more than I do.
and then
I
it'll
know this.
Xbox and PS4 after that. Yeah, I'm sure they got to work out some PC kinks on here before they move on. And
So I
apply
played it at
those.
E3.
Yeah.
Wasn't great. It's much better now, though I'm not, that's not to say that it is a certain score,
Yeah.
for lack of a better word, but it definitely was a lot clunkier in the E3 build that I played.
Sure.
I didn't get any time with the beta. It's been absolutely insane. October was the busiest month that I could remember working at IGN this most
Oh
recent
yeah. Crazy month this month.
month. Oh,
So this is the retrieval mission we got here.
Yep.
Looking for the
and
water tank. Is that what we're looking
yeah,
for?
we probably should have watched that cinematic post-one story. Sorry, I'm not a story guy, but I do respect people who are super into that stuff.
Bring back King Ezekiel's female tiger. I said yes. I agree. Put him in this game. Her in this game. I would love to see a tiger.
I think the question for me is going to be how the progression ends up towards the end of the game,
Yeah.
and if there is an interesting variance in missions. One of the problems that I ended up having with Payday 2, in spite of really liking it, was when you figured out a mission, a lot of the times the incentive was just to continue running that mission over and over and over. Because it was a lot harder than, like, if you were a loud player, I always went in guns blazing, and therefore, like, Hector's Rats mission was
Right.
really good for that. But if I was like, hey, I'll try stealth, I would jump into stealth, and people were like, what are you doing? This isn't how you do it. There's a very set way you're supposed to do this.
Oh no.
So we'll see.
We'll see how that applies here, I guess, right?
Yeah, so far it looks a little bit more intuitive. The time will tell. And then I guess the other question is just going to be post-launch support. A lot of the post-launch support in Payday 2 was guns, though they did add some missions.
Hopefully we get I'm sure we'll probably get some more characters throughout the campaign of this, or the flight of this game.
I'm not sure.
But hopefully that'd be cool. Yeah. Time into
Boy,
some properties,
my
some
regret
IPs.
for skipping that cinematic grows by the second.
Dun dun dun. Players, where are you? Okay,
All right.
let's get the questions
players.
here.
Yeah, it's a long cinematic. It's like 2-minute thing. How much context can we really get for, like,
I
trying to
know.
find clean drinking water?
Yeah, really.
So
Everyone's wondering
yes.
when Dying Light 2 is coming out.
Dying Light 2, no idea. Comparisons to other games, I really maintain that it lands closer to Payday and Payday 2 so far from my experience than it does any other horde shooter game, whether that be Left 4 Dead. Obviously, there's some similarities between Payday and Left 4 Dead. There are definitely, like, some special infected, so to speak. There's a bloat
That's what I was going to ask next.
that
we were talking about.
when he drops down and dies, he explodes. Never seen that before. No, I think some carryover there is fine. So here's the mission I've played before.
We're in
At
Georgetown.
E3.
We lost our water purifier in that last attack.
Visually,
Without him, we
this
don't
looks
stand a
much better than
chance.
Payday 2
Nice.
So
so
find
far.
the family's
So I'm very
hideout
excited
and
about
get it
I
back.
dig
So
it.
we do not want to
Move
fight this,
quietly.
as I think is
No,
pretty
it's
evident.
bad.
So we're just gonna sneak
Let's
over here.
just skip
But
this.
you know what? I don't know if my teammates know that. They look at
Oh,
this
there they
team.
go.
Let's shout these guys out.
Hey, dudes.
Elsie,
Damn.
That Failure,
Looks like a family.
and Kashim. These guys are pros.
Cool.
I'll take
So
it.
far, so good. It's incredibly
Oh.
dark in here. So we can scavenge stuff around here. This is
There you go.
the mission structure that's a little bit more similar to a Left 4 Dead kind of
There
thing.
you go. Yeah, it is.
Getting some ammo. I'm getting some chemicals there. And again, at any
True.
point, I can hit tab, and I can bring up this crafting pane that allows me to.
These guys.
Gotta be careful. Do not want to get grabbed. And then when I have low stamina, I want to back away and let the rest of my teammates. I'm gonna ready up a little.
There you go.
Right
Nice.
Another one.
Is this guy dropping little
Out of the
lunch
ballpark.
bags for me?
The doggy bag.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Don't forget your lunch.
That way. So we're just progressing through this building, trying to find this
Yeah.
this here water tank. But I have a feeling.
It's definitely not going to be this.
Look at all these things we're collecting. There might have to be a fend off section here coming up.
Oh, there will be. So this mission, you can see there's a little skull in the center of my screen up there. That is the noise meter. The more noise I make. Ooh, okay. I
Here we
can use a
go.
lockpick here.
Yeah.
You know what? Excuse me, guys. I gotta go see. I gotta go remember what the flashlight button is. If there is one.
Flashlight.
T. Haha! Much better.
Nice.
All right. T for flashlight. Scab
Nailed
this. So I just got 2 pistol rounds for using a lockpick there. Is it worth it? Let me work it. Put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. I don't know. And my teammates are moving on, so it's time for me to move on as well. I'm coming. You can sprint. Controls-wise, it is not in the least bit clunky yet. Here's the key. We'll see if it becomes clunky, but I'm able to kind of move between sprinting and jumping and crouching. And
does it feel better than the
attacking.
E3 demo you played?
So much better than
Nice.
the 3 demo. Okay, I can break the lock, which is going to generate some noise, but instead of doing that, hold on there, guy.
All right,
This is
got it.
like when you're no.
Oh,
Don't
man.
do it, man. Just let me know. Stop it.
Reloading.
Took your fun there.
This is like in a pen and paper RPG when someone's like,
No, wait, I have Charisma 5. Let me do the dice
me
roll.
to get the unlocking mechanism in
okay,
place.
chem kit, I could do that. So you can see the pace of this particular mission. I'm picking up a fuse there. That's important to remember. That is much more methodical.
Yeah, it feels a little bit slow. I mean, there's way more things to pick up here than in, say, Left 4 Dead. There's
Fuel can.
You're going to be building a lot of stuff here.
So we're trying to open a gate, just so we'll give everybody context over here.
Yeah, what's going on here?
So we have this gate
Got
that
this gate.
is sealed by this, but we don't have power. We need power. How
I
do we
need a
get power?
battery. Got a car
Well,
battery? What's
figure it
in
out.
here?
Break that lock. I could also go around. Look at that sweet pool. No water, unfortunately. Go in here. Oh, good God.
Oh, dude.
What was that?
Whoa,
Oh,
this
it was
cool
a
little
trap.
That's
Thankfully,
rad.
I didn't get hit.
Sucks for
I'm
you.
so swift.
Oh,
Get down on the floor.
excuse you.
Wait, what in the...
Oh, boy.
No.
Yeah. Good night.
I'll see you later. So
see.
I can,
Oh,
I can
you
put
got a
my fuses
fuse.
in here.
All right, how many
We'll
fuses?
go.
do you need?
I know people want me to fight these zombies. so
Yeah.
we'll fight these zombies.
Smash some skulls.
Again, really don't want to use my gun unless I absolutely need to.
I mean, yeah, how much sound are you going to make there?
I'm going to make
You're
no
making a
sound
little
because
bit
I
of
have
sound.
silencers on everything, suppressors on everything, but they're going to break eventually, so
Yeah, that is unfortunate. An unfortunate element, but
I like that. I like,
I mean, yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see
it-
if it becomes too much.
Right.
It's gonna be frustrating. Easy there, guy. And then I can just kind of chill out in here, let my stamina regenerate.
In the
Like that.
show, the way they made silencers, I mean, they used lots of different techniques, but one of the cool ways I saw was
Oh, I don't have any silencer.
they have a.
I don't have any. Oops.
Oh no!
I unequipped all my silencers.
Whoops.
My bad.
They would outfit like a gun with like an empty kind of like flashlight shell, and I don't know, put some muffling stuff in there, and have a silencer that way. It's pretty cool.
I feel like that's kind of what these silencers are because they're not really top of the line. All right,
Not if you're breaking off after like 5 shots.
for sure. Oh,
Oh, dude,
am I on fire as
you're
well?
on fire,
Ah.
and you got
Good
bear
God.
crap. Who's setting this up here? What a jerk!
They're very effective at it.
There's
So
there's that
I can
fuse.
bandage to heal that 1 pip. Don't freak out, Chad. It only heals 1 pip, so it was totally fine. So
Pip.
we're putting these fuses in here, placing a fuse.
There you go.
Do 1 more fuse.
I saw one in that room you were
Yep.
last in.
And a really fun feature that this guy's actually going to get the fuse probably before me, but I can actually hit V on it and be like, hey, over there's a fuse.
Oh, nice.
There's gas. Check it out.
Pills here.
Grabbing pills. Damn it, Francis. So he's going to go ahead and put that in the generator. We get this power rolling.
Roll this thing.
And
Can you do it?
it's
Here
kind
we
of
go.
funny that yeah, this is good.
There you go.
Oh, we still need power. So
Power.
I
Can I
probably
turn
need to
it
put
on?
gas somewhere.
Oh.
It's
Can
kind
you
of
pick that lock
There are kind of
to-
some escape room elements that I kind of like.
Gotcha.
Obviously, I think these are kind of only fun There we go.
Oh, there you go.
On the well, the fuses are all good.
So what about that boy?
So is there a generator somewhere else? No?
There it is.
Cool.
There you go.
Obviously, this is something that I think you really only learn once on your first playthrough, and then after that, we need one more fuel, and I know where it is. After that point, you know exactly what to do, right? So whether or not this game does a good job of kind of varying those elements and adding some randomization for some replayability and replay value, I think will be one of the metrics in which I judge it. Now I'm stuck with the fuel can.
How do you feel about the teamwork in this game?
So far, so good.
Do you appreciate it more than Left 4 Dead? Do you appreciate it less than Left 4 Dead?
I think it's a little too early to tell, but
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead's teamwork is superb. So that's a really high bar. What happened to you, guy? Why are you red?
Hey, Butto.
Yeah.
All right, you're collecting stuff. Oh, dude. Who's setting these traps?
Thankfully, this one, you'll notice my health regenerates after there. So, interact. What is this? Oh, it's a glowing trash can. Lore item.
A lore item.
For the lore. What's up, walkers? I really like the collision of the melee. On
It feels
the skulls.
feels pretty
Looks
good.
That's not
Checking questions
super
here
easy
for
to
you.
do. Skyrim, of every other Souls game. Whoa, well, my bad, guys. 110% my fault. Now we got some humans.
Oh no, what'd you do, buddy?
Yeah. Oh, good God. Oh no. This is really bad.
You're making a lot of noise out there.
Okay, well, this is 110% my fault.
What'd you do, buddy?
I have to turn off that ambient occlusion there. I opened a car without thinking
And all
about the
these
car alarm,
fellas.
and obviously that was a bad idea. My team hates me, the chat hates me, and my parents hate me. Joking on the
Oh,
last
buddy.
part. Hopefully.
Is this gonna be local co-op
Noise
for
like
this
that's
thing?
gonna bring walkers.
I bet you can do 4-player local co-op for PS4.
Don't know.
We've got some questions in here.
You know, Google does have. You
Oh.
can Google it for him.
What is that contraption?
It's all on the site, which is Overkill's The Walking Dead. Okay.
Let me look that up for you guys.
Boy, I messed up real bad. That was all my fault. And then I don't even see any humans to kill, unfortunately. They do drop ammo, though, which is nice. We're going to need that since our noise meter's kind of going in the red.
Since you're making a rocking,
Since I'm the literal
rocking
worst.
section of noise here.
But, like, compare the amount of ammo that you have in this game to Payday. And in... I can undo this lock. Why would I ever...
Oh, why would you ever do that?
So I think I could undo that lock and then have the walkers attack those humans.
How long
had
until
we not.
you're like the noise is sort of?
Well, it's funny you ask, because literally right now.
There you go. Oh, I see.
So I think we're going through this building. How'd you guys get over there?
Oh,
it's
is that a
bloat.
bloater?
Yep.
There he is. It's like a well walker. He kind of looks a little close to the
See
well
that?
walker.
The gory explosion that just happened.
There you go.
So if you stand in that, it chunks your health by like half. So it's pretty scary. All right. Well, we got the shotgun.
Be quiet. Last thing you need is a horde coming after you.
Oh, that's right. Well, the horde's getting already here. So yeah, I have like 12 rounds on this, and then I have 11 rounds on this. When you compare that to Payday, Payday is you have 200 rounds.
Right.
So definitely a different feel, unless it's kind of a base defense mission here so far. Ooh, one of our guys is down. Some of me just got scavenging and figure out how to get out of this place so I can help this guy. I don't think there's going to be a stairway in the bathroom, right?
What about a stairway to heaven?
What about a stairway to the potty? I'm coming!
I'm coming.
Oh, no.
I'm in the chat here.
I should have disabled chat. I'm sorry, everybody.
No. We got some support for Negan, the character Negan in this chat here. I don't know, you guys. I don't know.
How do I get down? Okay, well, I don't know why I thought that going to the roof would somehow allow me to get down, but apparently that guy figured it out. Oh, hey, there we go.
It's at work and bored. Says it'd be cool if we got a Negan mode.
Oh, good God. That guy's got a riot shield.
Oh, dude.
I'm coming.
Help him.
You'll be fine. Come on.
He says it'd be cool if there was a Negan mode and just had a bat covered in wire, just smashing skulls everywhere. I think that'd be cool. I bet you. I mean, since I don't know if they can get Negan's the license for Negan out of.
Yeah, how does that whole thing work?
I mean, I'm sure they got a license out each character. What's that? Their fighting game.
I don't know. There is a way to disable the chat, so we might just have to grin and bear it, folks.
All right.
Gameplay crafting menu, hold, weapon, sprint.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yep. Yep. All right.
At work and board, Comic Negan is the best character in the series. He's pretty cool, man.
Okay, well.
I think he's pretty spicy, if I say so myself.
Getting chunked from who knows where.
If anyone's following up on the
pick
comic
that
book and the show at the same time, like me, you know, there's some big old differences. I'm curious to see where they take Negan here. Because it seems like they're
Oh, look
making
at
him a
this
little bit. Ooh,
Some bit of flipping happening there.
Alright.
This is gonna be really bad. So let's do one of these.
I would not. Back up.
Fix the forklift. Fix the fern back.
Coco
Handle.
Drix 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This game will be for Xbox and PS4.
Yes, it will be.
In
We have confirmed as much.
as much.
So we do have a horde coming, which I think is this.
Ooh,
Kinda
there's a
thing.
bloater. Oh, yep, that is definitely influenced by the Well Walker. Oh, dude.
I think I just got bloated.
Wow, you're covered.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So this is 100% the horde.
There. Wow, look at
I'll do one of those.
Is there any more
it's just a flash.
special? That guy's a little fast.
Here. That goes a little quick. Hey, why don't we do that?
We've only seen the bloaters so far, right? I like what we're calling bloaters. Probably not called a bloater.
There was an armored one. There was a.
Oh, yeah, we saw the
human
riot shield,
with a
yeah.
riot shield over here and a shotgun. Yeah, I don't want to point fingers here, but this is entirely my fault.
Look what you
This
did.
is- had I not set off that car alarm, none of this would have happened.
Hey, it can't all be
Pros.
roses in the world of zombies.
Oh,
Makes for
no
good
one's here.
entertainment, that's for sure.
Can I place the wheel? Yes, I placed the wheel. Okay.
Use the wheel.
All right. Making the best of a bad situation for folks.
Yeah, you are.
I'm having a good time. Ooh, headshots all day, every day, all the headshots.
There you go.
And the good thing here is, like, I can't make any more noise because it doesn't matter. We're already living in literal hell, so it's, it's fine. I think that guy just got bloated. Okay,
Dang.
here's
It's a big boy.
special man.
Oh, nice.
Oh, good God, don't walk in front of me, sorry.
Oh,
I
classic Left 4 Dead problems.
Yeah. Okay, the bloat just went down there. I can't really see people are affected by the bloat. Or maybe just nobody got hit. Getting a little bit of stuttering.
Uh-oh.
We'll see how that unfolds. For folks at home, I am reviewing this. So this
cool.
is just the first impressions, and I'll let you know in the full review once I've sunk many, many more hours into this. Definitely need to get a more holistic view. But right now, geez, the stuttering is insane.
Do you have an idea how long the campaign is? for
No
this
idea.
thing?
We'll find out. And conventionally in... Wow, look at all this.
Nasty.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
dude.
I mean, why not? Why not
Oh,
just go
dude.
insane? Conventionally or historically, I suppose, in Overkill games, it's a very replayable campaign.
There you go.
Got him. So if you go around the back of a walker, you can actually do a brutal execution on them.
Nice.
Oh my God!
Do a little chloroform.
All
in there.
right, here we go.
Time to smash, man.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Oh, this is bad. I really wish I had like a pipe bomb or something. All out ammo on that. We're gonna aim for the. Ooh, that guy's got an MP5.
Find a family hideout
I'm gonna aim for the
and
bloats
get
over
back
here.
tower.
This guy takes a couple shots to the head to bring down.
Winner at War is asking if it's online all the time, and yes, it is.
It is online all the time, as far as I can tell. I didn't see any option. You can start by
Online
yourself, but
all
you
the time.
don't have AI compatriots.
So you gotta wait, huh?
I think. Maybe there's a way to turn it on, but so far I started a mission by myself, and just me.
Seems like you had to wait.
Really hard.
I wonder if you can check the settings on the next round.
There was no AI in Payday. I feel
Well, there you
that's
go.
probably an okay place to. I should not have used it. Oh yes, yes. Oh, that
Ooh.
guy just used a special ability. I
Ooh.
think he put down a health pack. I think. Oh. I'm just making it up as I go.
Weird comparison here, but Hunt Showdown compared to this? Way different.
Totally different.
Totally different.
100% different.
Lots of people. I saw some
The Hunt
questions
Showdown,
in here.
maybe aesthetically a little bit similar,
Yeah.
but the Hunt Showdown comparison, I believe, would be
That's the pacing is so different.
PvPvE is kind of the calling card of Hunt Showdown.
Yeah,
maybe
right.
there's a PvPvE mode in this, but I feel like they would have led with that at some point. Maybe I'm wrong, but this so far, to my knowledge, is just purely PvE. I really want to shoot things, but I'm not supposed to. I'm not opposed to.
Gargoyle Dad says you look jacked. Rip it.
Or just because I'm about to die. So it's-
Winter at War. I do believe you need a internet connection to play this game. Seems like. Probably can't do bots as yet as we know.
So here's what I'll say about this particular part. This is where I died during the E3 demo.
Oh dang!
But my team is doing a much better job handling this.
Was it local play when you were playing at E3?
It was. Well, it was. They set up a LAN.
Gotcha.
So, I'm going to see how I have a little bit of a pip there. I'm going to back out until that recharges. There you go.
Good boy. There you
A
go.
lot more methodically paced, a lot slower paced than something like Left 4 Dead.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it. There's the. I mean, yeah, it is an action game, but there's a little bit more tacticalness to this whole thing.
Yeah, I think the question will be if these tactics end up feeling rewarding.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting guys behind us as well. Oh no, there's the Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy, a kill
We
him.
saw that in Walking Dead 2 when they enter the jail. Lots of those guards were zombies.
Oh, I have a shotgun ammo. Whoops.
Ooh.
I didn't mean to use that. Hey, that's kind of topical. Soldier Boy just got affiliated on Twitch, right?
Oh, dang, really? Where's he
Yeah.
at?
I would assume maybe at Soldier Boy.
I mean, where's he at physically, Duggan?
Oh, he's actually in the next room. Not a lot of people know that, but Soldier Boy actually he rents space here out at IGN and does all of his various nefarious dealings in there.
Norbert 767 is wondering if it's on mobile. I don't know.
This game?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think so.
There might
But-
be a spin-off on mobile, but
Hey,
definitely
that's the
100%
trend
not.
these days, right?
Oh, good God. Don't bring that up, please. Yeah, BlizzCon was disappointing. Don't ask me about it.
Right.
You know what? Okay, so
Evade bug. There is a crafting system, right?
with what? This? Oh, 100%
Yes.
there's a
100%.
crafting system.
There is a crafting
Yes,
system.
crafting system is very, very important in this game.
Very important.
You want to
Yeah.
talk about Diablo Immortal for a hot second? I feel like it kind of came up organically. And I'm
Yep,
dying,
it
man!
did.
I
I
just
saw it
want
in
to
the
get out
chat.
of here!
I don't know. Should we talk about Diablo?
Oh, I'll
Immortal?
talk about the. I've
What do you
stuff to
got?
say.
Does it have zombies in it? How
Oh,
about that?
no.
Let's relate it.
Oh, dude. Yeah,
No.
it definitely does have zombies. So now that Mitchell's back in the room, Diablo Immortal, the thing is... all right, so for anybody who is asleep for the past 3 days, for anybody who's not a gamer or in a coma, sick EGM burn, James, the Diablo Immortal got announced. Boy, that went over poorly. Everybody was disappointed. I was disappointed. Fans were disappointed. Folks were disappointed. Fans went a little crazy. The folks on the media journalism side went a little crazy. Everybody was just kind of like, I'm not putting their best foot forward. But here's the punchline. I played the game. It's not bad. Granted, it's a mobile game. Nobody wanted this. Nobody asked for this. But
Is it good for a... Who is that boy? Kill
No,
him.
but I need to reload. Shotgun.
I don't know if it's Dr. Valerian or Dr. Valerian, but he says, seems like a small play area. Is this a defense mission or does the play area get larger?
I don't know
as
if
you
he was
progress?
watching earlier in the stream. There
Yeah,
was a
did you
defense
watch?
mission earlier. This
Yep.
is the larger campaign style mission. Oh
Yeah.
my God! It's all bad.
This one's more of a sort of a fetch mission.
Get
Oh,
off me,
dude.
man!
It's a bit of a fetch and like wave-based mission.
Yeah, this is using kind of your crafting materials. I have to knock this guy's helmet off.
There you go.
There you go.
Bonk.
He's down. The savior. You know, granted, we would all be fine if it wasn't for me, but I did just save our team's life there. So there's that.
Did you say you are the savior?
I am the savior.
Well,
Get out of here!
that's bad news bears for our heroes in Walking Dead because there are characters named the saviors.
Oh, good guy.
And,
there's a guy with a
oh,
guy
dang.
with a shotgun. This is the end, folks.
This is a
This
rough
is
go.
100% it. It's just like Left 4 Dead in the sense where when you're just doing nothing but shoving.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, this has gone poorly. Is there anybody in here? No, it's just an empty black hole.
I have a story about Left 4 Dead. My friends and I would play that game constantly, and when we got too good at it, we would get into the console commands and and run all sorts of like difficulty upgrades.
I never did that.
It's fun.
I
I
only
bet you
have a
could.
couple hundred hours in Left 4 Dead.
We would add so much more zombies.
That's cool. You can do that. I
So
didn't know
many
that.
more zombies.
Oh, there's
These
zombies
guys.
spawning out of that
Oh,
thing.
no.
And there's, this guy over here is bleeding.
You got any Molotovs in there?
No, I had a flashbang, which is
Oh,
a
dang.
terrible idea. No, I don't
That
care about
doesn't seem like it
flashbang
helps all that
zombies.
much. But smash. Can you do things like? Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, dude.
Can I do things like die
Can you
horribly?
do things
Yes.
like add?
Get
knives-
away from me
Knives
and
and
my family.
my wife, my family.
Get out of here. Oh, it's all terrible
Harrison.
everywhere. There's no good place to go.
The old good Patriot games. Oh
Okay.
no, is that a bloaty?
Yeah.
Get out of there, buddy.
My team somehow got past this. We found
How?
a survivor. I'm just going to wait for them to come back to me.
Yeah,
That seems
I
like a good
think,
strategy. They'll definitely do that,
You're
right?
probably the one
All
here.
right, here we go. Yeah, get away from me.
No.
Oh, I'm dead. Don't vomit on me.
Blat. Dougler. You went down.
If that one idiot hadn't set off that car alarm, we would have all been fine. You get a little last
dude,
stand here.
you go.
Ooh,
Oh,
ooh,
yeah.
Oh, somebody did come back for me.
Saving. Maya. Get him. Get him, get him.
Yes!
Dude, how did you do this?
With the help of my friends. Oh, look at that. That's terrible. I have to get through that, though. What
Pop
in the heck?
comments here. Oh, no.
I think the bloat just killed a bunch of zombies, which is kind of okay. Okay. Get away from me, dude. I could have done a takedown there. All right, my teammates are coming back. This
oh boy.
team is these players are the greatest players who've ever played Overkill The Walking Dead. They are
So far,
carrying
so
my
good.
sorry butt. Oh no, dude!
Oh, smash him.
Yes, 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 yes!
Oh, my God. How
See
did you do
everybody
this?
later. Everybody get into the safe house. If this is a Left 4 Dead safe house, I'll be so happy.
When the tank comes through.
Come on, folks. All right, I'm loading up. Can I craft any? I can craft bandages. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Fam3 Monster, I think Fame Monster, is asking, is there any, is there any kind of infection when you get spit on by the bloaters? Do you have any like?
No.
Like, kinda like-
There's not even a damage over time effect that I've seen. It's just
Okay.
straight up damage. But it
Gotcha.
is huge damage to you. Obviously, you want
Yeah,
to
they,
avoid all the
they
damage.
get you
but
for like 1 pip basically.
They get you for like 2 pips,
Ooh.
maybe even 3. It's bad.
Lort.
Yeah. All right. I am so amazed that we are continuing to go. These players are just the
I can't believe you're
absolute
still alive, bro.
best.
Look at
Wish
this.
silencers were permanent.
I know, I really do.
This guy's got a dirty mouth in the chat. I'm sorry, folks. Need to wash his mouth out with soap.
You're required.
Using a lockpick. Ooh, yeah. I'm doing my character specific dice roll here. Sick.
Sick.
This isn't where I wanted to go.
Oh no.
Okay, we'll just follow my team. There's a lot of military boys back there. I'd salute them, but I'm not in the military. Oh.
Flip back XD or squinty smiley face says this game is nothing like I expected from the trailers. Same. The trailers were really
Watch this,
good.
watch this. Bap. Why can't I? I was trying to do a takedown there.
I was expecting something a little different in the trailers.
I
but
like how you said the trailers were really good. Those are your basis of comparison.
that's all I've seen so far.
Well, the
I didn't
trailers
see
were
this
really
at
good,
E3.
and this, I don't know what this is.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm liking this a lot, but the trailers I
guy, dude, I gotta
really
pop.
like the narratively the depth
Ah!
of the trailers. Oh, dude,
Bombs, man, everywhere.
bams.
God, is
bams,
there like
bams.
a Call of Duty engineer perk in this thing? Because I want it.
This guy.
You, sir, will die. Give me your AK. Oh wait, I can't pick it up.
Oh man, you can't.
Yeah.
What was I saying? No, the trailer. I really liked the the direction of the trailers. I thought they were really cool, and I was.
Oh
But
yeah.
that's when I hadn't seen any. Well, you got it.
I'm having a good time, man.
I hadn't seen anything in the game yet, and so
Popping folks in the
I was
head.
like, I wonder how much story, what the story is going to be in this thing.
Yeah, I question whether those trailers were a good idea or not. Like they're definitely driving at a different type of game.
Yeah, it's sort of run into the Dead Island problem, I guess. Huh?
I was familiar with Overkill as a developer from playing Payday.
Right.
Jeez.
Oh, dude, this guy.
But so therefore, I was kind of expecting that this was going to be in some form or another. I just don't want to shoot my friend there. That's why I'm hesitating. The shooting feels good though. Like they've always done a good job with shooting.
Yeah.
And what's cool about this is it's kind of less frequent, but it still is impactful. I think when we do it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Take away the SWAT tactics of bank heisting.
Good control panel. What the heck is going on?
Okay.
You know what I want to point out here is that this mission is about 50 minutes long, and the first mission was about 5 minutes
Yeah.
long. They're like, all right, you got the basics. Now, here, have the hardest mission that we've ever devised. You're not my friend. Who are you? Who do you know here? You got to go, bro. Sorry. Who let you into this party? Okay, here we go. Fire the flare gun.
Fires and missiles.
Fix the fern back.
There you go. Oh god, this is gonna call a bunch of. Oh dude,
No,
I don't like
no,
this.
it's fine. Survive until Caleb. Oh god, man.
dude.
I don't have the ammo for this. All right.
All right.
Well, I assume that I don't actually have to. Did we lose a guy?
Where's your
our
bud?
fourth? Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's all the way back.
Kashim. I'm going to save him.
Kashim.
He saved me. I'm going to save him.
All right, get him.
No.
Oh no, Kashim.
Good thing I'm already on the way, buddy. I got you.
Get
Don't
him,
worry.
get him.
Oh,
Oh,
my God.
Jesus, a blotter. Oh. I like how they kind of
Come on.
progress faster as they see you.
Kashim has the dirtiest mouth of anybody I've ever played a game with. That's not true at all. He's straight up dead. Sorry, Kashim. That's what you get for being such a foul mouth.
Yeah.
There's no swearing in the zombie apocalypse. We all know that.
Not Brutal B83 says if they really want to make this game immersive, they should have a stench coming off of Daryl that makes you nauseous whenever you're around him. Daryl is a sweaty boy on the show. So I don't know. Can you smell vision for games? I don't know.
This looks like it'd be a very smelly place.
This has to be the most smelliest thing in the world.
Okay. Well, we're getting back here. We're surviving. Not thriving at all. Get away from me, man. Why are these walkers fast all of a sudden? We call these fast walkers.
There's a Walking Dead
I'm
show
like
T.
slow for some reason.
Well, I'm reading Walking Dead show T in the chat here, but at Working Board says that's why Carol ended up with Ezekiel. At least the dude showers. Gotta take care of those all
Bring
them
parts
hairs
to
on his
Caleb's
head.
truck. Good God, man. This mission isn't. So this is something that was actually also kind of a problem in Payday 2. They
Yeah.
have no sense for like how difficult the mission actually is.
So
Like,
they just tack on these objectives before they sort of apply the.
the progression just went from like the easiest mission I've ever played in a shooter to like this 10-hour campaign
Oh,
of
jeez.
fetch quests, and Payday 2 is kind of similar. I learned my lesson here to remember not to open that.
Open up one thing.
Oh no!
Get 3 things next.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of Payday where like there are moments in Payday where you're like, this mission can't possibly have another adventure. Sure
Yeah.
enough.
Feels like Fallout missions.
Stay down.
Go on one quest and get 6 more.
Hear that news about Fallout and the hacking?
No.
They don't check for discrepancies, ouch, between the client and the server,
Oh no.
and it's online only, so it's like the easiest game in the world
Oh
to hack.
no.
Come on, Bethesda. Like, what
Dang
is
you guys.
going on?
Who hit the car?
Bring parts to kill. Look at this.
Oh my god.
Look at that poor guy. Okay, I have an idea.
Help him.
Didn't
Oh,
work.
dude.
Didn't work. I was trying to sound off a car alarm. That seems like something that would work in the show. I'm dead.
You are dead, dude.
This mission is like 5 hours
Getting chomped.
long. All right,
To the questions here.
back.
Release date, it's out now on PC.
It's out now on PC. You can buy it on Steam and play it right now.
Coming out later on PS4 and Xbox. You can buy it on Steam right now.
Buy it on Steam. You can play the second mission and die like I did.
Since we're waiting here, I just got asked about my old band in the chat.
Pretty cool. It's got to feel good.
Oh yeah. Hey, whoever asked about my old band, not just asked, but yes, I was in a band,
Should
a
I
metal
give up?
band. You should give up.
I'm
Look, you're dead.
up. All right.
All right.
Now
Where-
we're just
where's
gonna,
your
we're just
waypoint?
gonna cheer for our team here.
Okay.
I like it how it says "keep out" on his backpack. Keep out of my backpack.
This is
Mine
my
too.
stuff.
Got it.
Good God, this mission. This is hardcore. So this,
These guys.
I think, is more indicative of what the game is in my experience.
Yeah.
This, but I like it. I like that there are decisions to be made, teamwork to be had. Definitely. Whoa.
Whoa. Woo.
The other thing that that's kind of a positive for me so far is that the game doesn't fall apart when it gets loud.
Right.
The combat still feels good. I still feel like I'm in control of being able to dodge and avoid. Obviously, like at some point you get cornered and overrun. So we'll see what happens here in terms of progression, because in Payday, you could get 99% of the way through mission. If you lost, you got to, which I guess is kind of the point.
What are you not liking about this game?
What am I not liking about this game? The thing that is presenting itself that I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to like this in 20, 40 hours is, am I going to be able to know where everything is in this mission and breeze through it in 2 seconds?
After you play it.
After I play it. It's, it's just going to be progression, finding out where the choke points are, where to avoid. When you play Payday with somebody who's played for 6 months, they'll like turn what is supposed to be a 30-minute mission into a 3-minute mission. Well, that's an exaggeration,
Right.
but you get my point.
Was that sort of one of the downfalls of Payday? Was that after you played it for, so long,
I would say so.
you kind of
I-
feel like you're grinding at that point?
I think it's supposed to be replayable, but when you compare the replayability of Payday 2 to the replayability... Oh,
wow.
Whoa, get away from me. When you compare the replayability of Payday 2 to something like Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead, I think, stands above Payday. Oh, good God, no!
Oh, dude.
Oh, that's my teammate's fault. I'm not going to take the blame for that one. That was not my fault. Get away from me, dude. Did you notice I'm like...
There was a little bit of like randomness in Left 4 Dead. For
There's a
sure.
lot of randomness in Left 4 Dead, and that's what keeps it engaging.
I mean, the
random
director-
enemy spawns, the
right, yeah,
director's
yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Vermintide 2 also does a very good job with that. Payday and Payday 2, not as good of a job, but still pretty fun.
Speaking of, how do Fame Monster
part?
asks, how do respawns work for this?
Uh,
Similar to Payday 2?
From what I've seen, once you get this noise meter up top, this kind of thing happens where there's... Oh, no, that's a bad example.
Oh.
There are like zombies will spawn out of here, or like an open black door or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Get all players to Caleb's truck, yes, please.
Oh, dang.
Oh my God. Can it be over?
Go! Yes, you did it.
Clean shot.
Hey!
Clean shot.
So that was pretty fun.
Nice.
Wait, what's going on?
Gotta keep the engine running.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep all your guys
Get
there.
here.
Where's your dude?
We'll use all my ammo.
Dude, where's your car, dude?
Come on, get and stay in the area.
There you go. Did it.
Woo!
Hail or
So that's pretty fun. You had some ups, you had some downs. Yeah, that was a good first experience for me.
Cool.
We'll see. I think it's very easy to kind of look at this game and be like, it looks clunky and it looks slow. I feel like it's a different type of thrill
Yeah.
you get from this methodical. Yes, please.
Hi, everyone.
Hey,
this
it's
is
Mitchell.
Saltzman, folks.
Yeah, it's not terribly slow. I mean, we're breathing hard here. I like it. What's up, everybody? What's up in the chat?
Inspiring stuff back
Dr. Valerian
I
or
wish I
Dr.
had
Valerian?
medals to
Sort of
give out.
expecting something different from the trailers. This looks like a cross between Left 4 Dead and Vermintide. Yeah. You were mentioning something like that.
Very cryptic.
Nothing.
I'm trying to make it less dark.
Oh.
Let me try in the menu.
We're going to brighten it up here. for you
Resources
folks.
collected. All right, I got 64 scrap, 18 fuel, 47 tools, 1 new expedition, Anderson Camp family attack, survivors gained, 5 of 10.
You get 10 total for a new route.
All right,
Looks
so
like.
let's explore some menus here. The first thing we're going to do,
Get that brightness.
is crank the brightness,
Crank that.
which would probably be gamma.
Gamma.
Boop, 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 boop,
Boop,
boop,
boop,
boop.
boop,
How's
boop.
that?
Better?
Better.
Cool. Signed off from
Great.
the film.
Confirm. All right, so check this out. This is what we just did. Hell or High Water story mission. Rewards. We should have gotten some mods as well as some weapons. Let's see if that happened.
Question from Auburn Schwartz, by the way. Sorry to derail
Please.
you. It looks a little like Left 4 Dead with the extraction and all, but is that just the co-op mode or is that the single player? Is the single player the same? Are there some variations? I mean, it's all
It's all multiplayer.
multiplayer,
It's all cooperative.
so it's all cooperative.
Let's talk about progression.
Let's talk about progression here.
All right, so I got 7 skill points
7.
for Aiden. It looks like I have flashbangs here. Enemies within 3 meters look in the direction of the explosion are blinded for 10 seconds.
Oh,
That looks like it's really good against human enemies.
but not so much.
Not so much against walkers.
Zampies.
Enemies within 20-meter radius move towards the flashbang before it detonates.
Oh, there. Ooh, that's nice. It's sort of
That
like
is
the
really
little
Pipe bomb
beep
kind
beep
of thing.
beep pipe
Yeah.
bomb.
Shotgun proficiency increases shotgun starting ammo and ammo carrying capacity. I like that.
I sort of feel like you should just lean into all of your weapon proficiencies
me
at this
too.
point.
Baseball bat proficiency decreases baseball bat combat
Oh,
stamina cost
yeah.
by 20%. So again, you don't have to use a shotgun, you don't have to use a baseball bat, but if you're playing Aiden, you're going to get bonuses for that. And let's see like what the really crazy stuff is. Shotgun proficiency level 4 increases damage and stagger,
Mm-hmm.
20%, 10%. Increases shotgun reload speed by 10%. That's like, 10% is not bad.
Yeah,
noticeable.
not that much.
Increases equip speed. Baseball bat proficiency increases baseball bat damage by 20%. Increases stagger chance by 10%. So this is kind of more of like a 2004 skill tree where you get
Mhm.
these like little incremental things as opposed to like
Right.
you unlock the ability to call down a demon from the sky. Core abilities. So here we go. Weapon. Increases primary weapon reload speed. We have health. Ooh, increases health by 50. That seems really good. Stamina. Increases crafting time by 20%. Okay, so there's some skills. I know people are going to hate this, but I'm actually about to switch characters because I want to use something other than the shotgun. But camp upgrades. I'm going to do that.
So,
Vault. Here we go. Whoa!
oh, dude.
Wooden baseball bat. So it's 32 power. I don't know how that got there.
Dang.
My shotgun mods.
Oh,
Deagle marksman
put
sight.
some mods
Netty.
on your guns.
How am I doing this?
Did you use any of your points yet?
No.
Your character points?
Let's see if I can put. All right, let's take this. All right, modify. There we go. Look at that. I don't have. I don't have a silencer. Let's try modifying something else. Repaired swap. Okay, so this already has a mod on it. So it looks like I need to get weapons that have more mod slots first. So let's go back to the map. Let's go back to Georgetown.
And then you can pick up a lot of the things you need here.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking maybe this is going to be from like a quest giver.
Is anyone who's like, what are you buying?
You know what's crazy? I'm pretty sure that silencer that I had on my gun broke and it doesn't respawn.
And
So
you used it forever.
Yeah.
Wow.
that seems intense. Maybe that's not the case, but
Yeah. Maybe you can get a new one.
that appears to be what happened.
Can you craft a new one?
Yes, I imagine you can.
Can you craft?
At night, I dream about how things were before. Not
What's up,
giving
Anderson?
up on my
Okay, here we go.
daughter.
Weapon case.
I know she's
mod
out there.
case. Claim
I know
rewards.
it.
Check the vault. Okay. Be worse than walkers.
Yeah.
Great.
Don't let me keep you.
My vault is right here. Let's see what we got. We got another baseball bat.
Oh, man. Let's see.
And it's worse than the one we have.
Very
So,
cheap yogurt.
We dismantle
says-
it.
I got a comment for you.
Yes.
Man, it is just like Raid's skill tree. Raid skill tree?
Was that the World War II one that I didn't play from
Oh, maybe.
Overkill?
Waiting on a deep cell on this one. Dun, dun, dun.
I feel like that's not a bad idea
Yep.
so far. Unless you're really looking forward to playing something with your buddies.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was kind of disappointing. That I got a worse thing. All right, we'll just keep it going. Let's back out of the map. Congratulations on surviving the 60-minute mission from hell. Here's a baseball bat that's worse than what you already have.
You've got red on you, by the way.
More Than Walker's story mission. We have to defend ourselves from the family. Okay, that looks
From the
like fun.
families of humans.
Yeah, the first shot, we must defend ourselves.
See, I don't recognize any of these names from the comic series. I
So
think a lot of this is all
look at
new.
this. I can change.
Oh, let's go very hard, man.
Let's go very hard on this. No, I'm serious.
All right.
This
You're
is the
crazy.
first shot. This is the one that we're replaying.
Ooh, here's a good question.
Yeah.
Auburn Schwartz, is the leveling of the characters only for the current session you are playing, or overall / persistent?
Persistent.
Persistent, because there's the campaign, and I'm assuming it works throughout the entire campaign.
Nobody's
there's no
playing
PvP in
very
this game,
hard
huh?
yet. Not that I'm aware of.
I that's kind of unfortunate, because I think it'd be cool to have like 4v4 with zombies, where you're playing as the 4 characters and then 4 other people could play as looks like the family is
Like
the
a
name
versus.
of like a versus, but you both have to do
Your character's combat rating is below recommended level. It's
no.
27 of what should be 150.
Oh,
All
yikes.
right. Well, back out. I mean, I guess like I want to do something harder because I want a better reward, and I got a worse reward for doing
Rip.
something that I thought was pretty difficult.
All
But,
right.
all right,
Well,
we'll do worse than walkers. We'll see what this is all about on normal.
Worse than walkers.
I also want to change characters here and try a sniper rifle.
Ooh.
Try a little sniper action.
You're a sniper. What do you
Fair
think about that? Do you like that? Let's see.
We got a player in the lobby. Get in there. Another Aiden.
Khabib's boss says Overkill's The Walking Dead does not.
Oh, there are 2 more characters. Look at that.
Oh. Overdead's The Walking Dead does not look like Payday 2 or Left 4 Dead at all. Sunglasses emoji.
Disagree. I think that if you think that this shares no common ancestry with the Left 4 Dead, you're insane. And especially Payday. Payday is all about your loadout before the game. It's either a stealth or a loud mission. Going through and interacting with these various elements, it's extremely similar to Payday. You could make the argument that it's not similar to Left 4 Dead, I think, but I don't think you can make the argument that it's not similar to Payday or Payday 2. All right, we're going to ready up. But hey, to each their own.
Ooh, is there a third-person camera? Like, while you're playing? I know there is when there's like a kill cam, but
I don't think so.
I don't think you can.
This guy's got a really cool rifle. I kind of want it.
Heather?
Yeah, it's like an M14. Everybody's starting
Oh.
with a suppressor. I have a suppressor on my gun currently.
Mm.
We'll see if that
Does an
breaks off
M14
permanently.
do the Garand sound? Ping!
Bing! No, it's
Damn.
got a magazine underneath.
Yeah,
You can make the sound though if you want
I'll make it.
when you run out of
Here,
it.
let me know and I'll make it.
Bing! All right,
Crew
you learned a
survived
lesson, right?
Georgetown.
Let's take a
Found
let's take a
out
look.
Yeah.
where the family was
See,
holed
okay.
up, got the
These are-
purifier back.
Really good in my opinion.
Gave the family a little payback along the way. Still, that was only one of their outposts. Seems the family is bigger than we thought. Which means they'll be coming for us. Them and their leader. We haven't seen yet, but must be one mean son of a
Who's
bitch.
that?
She's got a sick crossbow,
So,
girl.
when they come, we need to be ready. Walkers, they're predictable. Humans,
That's
another story.
Let's see. We've got some good questions here. How many missions are in this game, and how do you unlock them?
I don't think is any way to tell how many missions are in this game at this point. You unlock them by beating the previous mission.
And
Basically,
opening up routes, right?
Yeah, you go back to your Georgetown camp.
Looks like the family's come to take
you
back
got a
that
little stick
purifier
there.
they stole.
Oh,
They won't get lucky a second time.
Woo!
And now it's just
Jay,
like this.
Jay Blanton, not open world. Definitely
careful.
like map level based.
Yes, yes, yes. That is 100% accurate. So we're back. This is the Georgetown camp, right? So this is the second mission. This is where you go, kind of the hub world,
Mm-hmm.
the tower, for those acquainted with Destiny. And you get quests. This is how you unlock new missions. And this is a defense mission. I like, so far, that it seems to be the 2 mission archetypes are go out into the world, explore, and bring back resources, and then defend
And then
the camp.
defend your camp.
And the defend the camp missions are like really loud, which I'm a big fan.
Nice.
'Cause I want to use my guns.
Is there any sort of like upgrades to this camp that has happened while you've been away? Doesn't look like it.
No, I've been
Sort of a
spending all my
different
points
time.
on routes. So I don't know if maybe there's like one where I can like unlock, but I'm not sure how that would work with the multiplayer.
It'd be cool if you could get like turrets or something like that, or machine guns put on top.
That would be cool. Where
Make
is
your
my barbed wire?
loudness. Ooh.
I really want to take my suppressor off so I don't break it. I probably should have done that before the mission.
Dang.
We only set up.
Are you SLL on that part?
Yeah, we only set up 3. Okay, I might have messed up a little bit. So anyway, this is a family mission, so we're going to be getting shot at. We'll see how the player versus human interaction goes.
Yeah. There's gonna be any zombies feeding in? Probably. Get him. There you go.
Give me your ammo, boys. Oh,
Ooh.
easy, guy.
Easy.
Thankfully, it doesn't look like there was any. Oh,
Nice.
doesn't look like there was any. So this is where they're spawning from. This is straight up Payday right here.
Yeah.
Like them
all
just
black.
spawning from a place that you can see perfectly. Like, oh, that's where he's gonna come
Or if
from.
you just hang out in front and they just won't spawn.
I totally remember my friend and I like going prone and just like shooting as they came out. I'm gonna quick scope. That was a slow scope, but still a scope. I got you, buddy.
How's the ADS in that thing? That's a speed.
Takes a hot second. Maybe I can unlock a sweet tree to ADS
Ooh.
faster.
Sheesh. You could. Yeah, I wonder if you can upgrade it.
I think it's character based, so kind of you choose
Probably,
the character depending upon what weapon you want to use. I really wish I could take this suppressor off. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm just gonna see if I can take this off. Controls: fire gun, takedown, reload, unjam.
Data lore. There are 10 missions in season 1. Is there seasons in this game? Is that right?
Apparently.
No? Apparently.
Now remove suppressor. There we go.
Oh dang!
Haha!
There you
All
go.
right.
Go loud.
The family is attacking through the interior.
Get him.
The family is stealing from us.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Oh,
Stop them.
woo! What kind of
Those
bombs you
hurt.
got?
Here we
You got any bombs?
They're coming in the gates.
I do. I got a Molotov.
Great, but it's
But I'm gonna wait for the next wave.
For a wave of heat.
Oh,
Nice, boys.
yeah, the shooting feels good. Like
Nice.
that's always kind of the rug that ties the room together in the Overkill games. Is the shooting feels good.
Those are our supplies. I'm reloading. Don't let the family
That's Overkill's forte. Seems like.
Yep.
Good job.
They're definitely their voice acting is much improved, though it's very subjective. A lot of people kind of fell in love with the quirky, bad voice acting in Payday. Okay, I am planting the bombs. It sounds like Swisscar Squiggle voiced all of Payday.
I'm okay with that.
Me too. Stuff Scuppy's me.
There are seasons, yeah. Thanks, Data Lore. There are seasons. 10 missions per season. Seems like.
Another wave of the family is coming.
When do you think you're gonna have your review, buddy?
The goal is Monday.
Cool.
I'm slow, but I'm thorough.
Stay sharp. They're coming through the gates.
We'll see.
Another question
I'll
about
probably have a
this
review
being
about
on
it.
mobile. Yeah, sorry, not on mobile yet. I wonder if there's. I mean, that's a thing that people thinking about now.
Yeah. Ooh, you think I can hit this guy through his thing? Probably not, huh? Ooh.
Oh, you got this.
Oh, no.
Oh, dang. Oh man.
A little wonky.
Yeah.
We'll get a
Get some
better
angle on
vantage
him.
here.
Oh,
Come on. Oh, that took his helmet off. I'm just going to shoot him in the...
right in the neck.
Hey, lady,
You got
there's a
it.
guy behind you. Oh, there's a guy behind me.
Oh, this
Whoa!
guy.
Reloading.
Later, cowboy.
Yeehaw! That guy was very topical. He plays Red Dead. For
Classic
sure.
sniper.
Yeah, sniping feels good in this game.
Nice.
Felt good in Payday. Feels good now.
Dun, dun.
I'm not sure how I feel about this revolver. I kind of like it, but I kind of also like having something a little bit more easy to use in the slot. I've yet to see if like you can get a shotgun for the secondary slot.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. I imagine you'll be able to.
Are the other seasons going to be DLC? I'm sure they're going to be.
Probably. If Payday
Is that how
is
Payday
anything to
works?
go off of, yes.
Yeah.
All the. Oh.
Oh my gosh, there it is.
Stay sharp. They're coming through the gates.
Yeah!
You just hopped back into
I
the
just got
shadows.
like a. Oh, it was fun. Yeah, if the combat didn't feel good, I feel like this game would be an absolute travesty. But the combat does feel good.
Nice.
Watch out.
That's good.
They're coming through the interior.
Ooh,
Oh, good God.
Oh, dude.
I am taking a lot of heavy healing. Look at this guy going off with a shotgun. Good job, buddy. Give me all this ammo. Yeah. Ooh, I love ammo.
Get ammo.
I kind of wish the bandaging was a little more forgiving, but maybe that's not appropriate to the universe.
Oh, here's a good question.
Cashin says, easy. Hey, there he is.
Easy.
The foul mouth guy. He's got a dirty mouth, but he sure can shoot.
It's like Left 4 Dead when you when one person picks a character, you stay that character. You can't like have multiples of each character.
No, I have seen 2 Aidens. So
Oh,
I don't think it's
okay.
like Left 4 Dead.
All right.
I am playing the old guy. Let's see.
Stay sharp.
Well,
They're
Yeah, we
coming
saw
through
the guy with the
gates.
same backpack, right?
yep.
They just colorize them.
Watch the gates. They're coming
Yes.
through.
Wrong place.
To the camp interior. They found the
I'd
way
love
in.
to be able to see how many kills everybody has. That was like one of the things I'd like
Yeah,
to
huh.
Payday.
Going through the gates.
Just, you know.
Oh, bye. See ya, fella.
Hurry. Family taking off with our
Buddha Boy.
Oh
96,
yeah, it feels good, man.
Buddha Boy 96 says looks repetitive. I don't know, man. Have you been watching the stream?
It's
It's a little, but
Payday was repetitive. But Payday was fun. Like,
but
it's,
like I don't know. There's lots of variation here. Where I'm seeing, you know.
yeah, there's so far. I mean, this is the second time we've been in this mission, but we have human enemies this time.
They're coming in the
It's, I think, thematically appropriate that we're coming back to this camp to defend it.
Yeah.
But you know, time
Yes,
will
I
tell.
mean, you know, waves of stuff.
that seems like a
Sure.
valid concern.
Repetitive. I get that.
The shooting feels good though, man.
Right. Like, what's it gonna be like? Is there gonna be humans and zombies in the same thing?
Oh, for
Probably coming up soon. There's that cowboy.
Sniper went down.
sure. Oh man, the sniper rifle is like my new favorite. I like that I can take off my suppressor and remount it mid-match.
That's cool.
That is cool.
That's all of them.
All right, that was fun.
Is there no quick
Pop.
key for that?
There is. Why?
Oh, nice.
Let me put that boy back on there. Hello.
Heyo. But you gotta use it sparingly.
You
Family
do. I don't know if
matters.
it breaks forever. Maybe I just haven't equipped it. Maybe I was supposed to hit Y in the. Well, we'll see.
Maybe don't shoot so hard. Okay. Let's go in the chat.
You know what I think the mark of a novice shooter player is?
Huh?
Is when they really press the trigger. They really click it, or they have an Xbox and they go,
Just
ah!
apply that
And
pressure.
they, like the whole thing. I notice that sometimes
You
on
really
gameplay,
got the
people
job
like
done, guys.
when they shoot, it'll like
I'm
whip
stop
because
being
they're like
surprised.
really,
They're trying
they're
to
really meaning
really send that bullet.
it. Yeah. Sure want to leave. You know, I would actually really like to keep playing with these players, but I don't know if that's something that we can do.
The voiceover
Thanks, man.
392 Sasuke. The voiceover, the radio constantly annoying. I don't know.
On
I
that,
like it.
On that, it was on
Well,
the
on that mission.
previous mission, it wasn't too bad. So I'm going back to the Anderson camp. It's weird that you matchmake for this because this is just like going to the town. you know?
Yeah, that is weird. You're just like, no, just send me to the
I'm
town.
Deckard Cain.
Oh, we're gonna find the
Heroes.
zombie Harappa cube.
Heroes, the walkers are coming. They are foul spawns of Diablo.
Diablo. He says Diablo, and everyone goes Diablo.
Diablo.
Diabolus. So they got this little dispensary
This
in
guy
here.
loves. Look at this. All these people are working. We're all putting in our due diligence, right? And this guy's over here.
Just stepping
Yeah,
on
well,
all the.
I'm the mastermind, so I get to
Keep a
just
close
sit all
eye on
day.
the camp perimeter.
All right,
When
mod
walkers
case.
get in,
So I got
we're
a
done.
mod.
You
It's
steal
gonna
one
be
of the
my
family's
vault.
radio. Ooh, a stealth mission.
So far, you asked about negative feedback. So far, my feedback is the rewards have not been interesting yet.
Mm-hmm.
The mods, I've not been able to apply to any weapons because I don't have any weapons that have mod slots, and then the weapons have been things I already have. So I don't know if that's just RNG.
Yep.
Like, there's another crossbow. Like, am I just getting crossbows with different? So is this one objectively better? No, so this one has a riser. This one has a gadget slot.
Mm.
So I guess they're randomly rolling with stuff.
That's
Oh, this
weird.
does have a repaired lean suppressor. So yeah, these both do.
What's a riser? For like your aim?
Yeah. I don't know. Not 100% sure on that one. Not a sight. I don't know. Maybe that's... Well,
Might be angle for your arrow or something. I don't know.
Back to map. So we just had a really fun 5-10 minute holdout. Now it's time for a
Build
2-hour
stealth mission.
endeavor into the West End. Okay, so people are
Alright.
asking how many missions there are.
10 missions?
10 missions? But
1, 2, 3, 4,
yeah,
5, 6,
I
7, 8,
hesitate to say
9.
that is the case.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe there's 10 missions, but I feel like there's probably different structures to those 10 missions. Maybe 10 locales or maps or whatever. Clear high water, listening in. So, you know what? I really want to do something that's like a little bit harder difficulty, but... Okay, let's go to our characters. Let's spend some of these points. Huh?
Deckard Cain.
You've got to get out of here. Sniper rifle, starting ammo,
Oh, there you
carrying
go.
capacity. That seems like it should be an ending talent tree thing. 'Cause I love that.
Yeah.
I just want that
Why don't
over
you
and
just
over.
get that right now.
Bah. There we go.
Range.
Sick.
So far, all the weapon proficiencies seem a little bit more enticing for all these characters.
Let's see. Toughen up increases the duration of toughen up. What is that?
Toughen up.
Oh, is that a skill I have not been using?
Oh, no.
It might be. Oh, that'd be embarrassing. Let's see.
Range.
Marks for death. Yeah, it looks like there's a skill. Okay.
Oh,
well,
okay.
and now we go to the settings and figure out what button that is.
Well, buddy, you just might have changed.
Apologies to the folks at home if you've noticed this is my
Who are
first
just
time
like,
playing
"Come
this
on!"
since E3. Use secondary ability E. Use
E.
primary class ability Q.
Well,
But that's the throwable thing. So, yeah, October and
Secondary
November has been crazy busy for me. I just got back from BlizzCon, so that's my excuse.
all right.
Skills with this guy, shotgun starting ammo. Yeah, we're gonna take that. I'm not sold on the whole flashbang thing yet. I'm gonna kind of wait there, and then we're gonna go to the core abilities over here. Increased health, increases health regeneration rate. That's not as enticing to me because again, you're really only regenerating your pip. So I like the idea of having more health overall.
Yeah.
Which costs two skill points. I need clinic level 1, which is part of my camp upgrades.
Ooh.
Hub defenses,
Clinic.
depot clinic.
Then the hub. Oh, there you go.
Clinic level 1.
Oh, let's do it.
Taking it. So now I get access to these. There's a deep progression here. Whether or not it is super meaningful, I think, is yet to. What is this? Survivors. Cost. We shall level 2 attack.
Does that provide you more defense
Mission-
when you
This
get?
looks like I can take missions.
Oh wow.
Or no, maybe it's sending this guy with no eyebrows out on missions.
Octa. He's got it. So wait, go back to. Let's look at the. So toughen up. What does it say?
So there we go. Increases max health upgrade level 1. Okay, so this is increasing my health again.
There you go.
Just gonna keep doing those. All right.
Perfect.
All right, let's get out of here, and let's go do that next mission. Listening in. Normal.
Do you want to do a little recap thoughts? G-Meister.
Yes.
What are your first impressions of the game so far? As
First-
a recap.
First impressions of the game so far. Slower paced, a little bit more methodical. Though when you do get into a fight, the combat generally feels good in terms of the shooting. I feel like the melee feels good. The animation fidelity on the melee stuff is really good. That's something that can be very easy to mess up. When I was playing Payday and Payday 2, there's just kind of this feel of clunkiness to it. That is definitely lessened, I would say, in the Overkills of the Walking Dead so
Nice.
far. There's definitely still some bugs. There's definitely still some zombies clipping through walls. But so far, it looks like stuff is kind of working like it should be. I got this shotgun that I'm currently using. Does this have barrel extension?
14.
Ooh, let me try. Can't mod this even. Okay, so maybe I have to mod stuff back there.
Can't mod
The progression seems convoluted so far, if I'm honest. That's my
Yeah.
first impression of the progression. It doesn't seem immediately rewarding and interesting. Like, getting more health is cool, but everything else is like kind of like 10% increased reload speed and that kind of stuff. I would prefer...
Doesn't really make sense for the progression sometimes.
Yeah, I would prefer things that are a little bit more visceral that you can notice.
Yeah, and feel as a health upgrades feels a lot as opposed to slowly building them up 10% by 10%.
Sure.
You know.
What don't I like? I don't know that I don't like anything yet. I have a concern that is the replayability of missions might not be that great, but it might be. I'm pretty sure that like ammo is going to be randomly spawned.
Mm-hmm.
All the little
The little
tinkery stuff is going to
yeah.
be randomly spawned, but like the main mission objectives probably won't be that random, and therefore I'm not really sure how replayable it's going to be.
lurker love. asks, this is also a recap question for you, but how much did you like it at E3 compared to?
I didn't.
No.
I didn't like it at E3. I thought it was okay at E3. I thought that it was interesting what they were going for. The things that I liked was like, okay, this character has lockpicks. This character has wire cutters. We're just waiting for this timer to run down, by the way, guys. Those two players have to work together to maximize the stuff that they can get. That was kind of it. I think my impression out of E3 was like, this is way slower than Payday. But they've done a big fidelity pass, I think, since I played at E3.
Mm-hmm.
It's less clunky. Shooting feels better. But still a lot to see. Nothing is set yet. I've only seen, I guess, 2 special infected so far, right?
Yeah, the armored guys, the bloaters.
Seems
Anybody
to-
else?
seems to be
Shield
about it.
guys.
Drove
Those
the
aren't really
family
special
back.
infected.
This time. They'll keep coming.
I feel like this is the same
But
dialogue.
Heather
we've
had
had.
an
And,
idea. Maybe we could use this to our advantage if we knew when they'd hit us next. I said we didn't have the scouts or the manpower to cover the family's movements. But she said all we needed was one of their radios. Then, next time they show, well, we'll already have heard them coming.
So I think this is what you can expect in terms
We
of the
know
narrative.
where the radio is.
Just watching it now.
It'll just
Yeah.
be tricky finding a way in there.
Mission-based kind of
There's
narrative.
a lot of gates between
type
us and
of
them. Then
story
there's the
elements where it's-
spotlights, guards, finding a
I'd
way
really
to the
like an
roof.
option to
Not a
vote
whole
to
lot.
skip this,
Yeah.
because
Just
that
another
way,
walk
if
in the
I
park.
skip it, I just don't have to stare at a loading
But the
screen.
risk,
Right.
It's worth it.
The progression structure in Payday 2, I thought was a lot more transparent.
Camp
It's
can't
like,
take
okay,
another
I'm
hit
unlocking
like
the
that
M16.
unprepared.
I'm getting
We
this
need
stuff
to
for
know
the
what the family's
M16. I'm
planning
not
from
getting
now on.
a different
The way I
M16
see it,
that may or
stealing
may
one
not
of
be
their
better.
radios
and
is
has
our
different
best
mod
defense.
slots.
We know the family has an outpost in the area,
Break that line,
so
right?
search
So-
carefully. But most importantly,
How
stay low.
sneaky sneak is this
Good
mission
luck.
going to be?
This guy's wearing sunglasses at night. So he can. Forget about you.
Eh.
Hello!
Hello.
Okay, you have to be very careful for traps, I think. Whoa! Oh. See if I can best.
Oh
boy.
my goodness.
I can best this guy. Oh! Yeah, poke him.
Fucking right in the
Poke him
eye.
with your stick.
All right.
If you
Okay,
notice,
not
I have
bad.
a lot more pips, which seems really good.
Pip pip.
Like, I think investing into health straight away is pretty good. I'm hitting Y. Don't have a silencer on
The
this gun.
family's been through here.
So that
They
might
must
just be
have left a
because I
clue
got a
about their
different
plans or
model and
location.
equipped it.
Search everywhere.
Oh, gross. Liam Taylor. This doesn't seem connected to Walking Dead at all. It's sort of.
Yeah, what do you think about that? You're the expert.
It's
there.
feeling very far apart from the main storylines on the comic and the show. There are some elements that are obviously here that are sort of relatable, like you know how the special zombies are sort of, they look like zombies from the Walking Dead show, at least, where there's the
Ah!
oh dang
Every
the
time, dude.
there's the bloater, the whale walker zombie looks like the bloater here, and then there's the there's that whale walker
So we
zombie.
have to be careful with that guy because I
Yeah.
don't have any way to
Oh,
take him down quietly, unfortunately. Look out, guy! Look out!
Bloater!
Look out!
Grant!
He's even saying bloater. Oh,
Walker!
you got him.
there you
See,
go.
we just saw his health drop 2 pips there.
Oh damn, hip hip.
So that's interesting. He just kind of like falls on the ground. Also, this stuff is
Things
slowing me
explode.
down, which is cool.
Oh, that's cool. So there
Yeah.
is some sort of like infected-esque
Oh, for sure.
environmental base, but
Let's see what's in here. We got a fuel can. The other thing is people can join you mid-mission. Though, another problem with Payday and Payday 2, in terms of its longevity and its the ability to play it months after launch, is you had to queue up for a particular mission and matchmake just for that particular mission. So
Mhm.
therefore, it was a little bit more difficult to just find a group to do anything. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like, as an example, we queued up for this mission. I don't know how many people are on this mission yet. And so therefore, I only have one player with me. People can currently join mid-match, but like, who's queuing? You know?
right.
Can
I mean, I guess I gotta let this game hang out for a couple more days.
We'll
get
see.
some more players.
that Thankfully, it's not. You only need to get up to 4 players, so it's not
There you go.
a crazy amount. And I'm sure if you find people that you're playing with frequently, you can add them on your Steam friends list. Pop.
Papa. Yeah, I'm curious to see story-wise if there's anything that gets sort of crossed over in terms of narrative here with either Fear the Walking Dead or Skybound is more Skybound-based stuff. So like comic book elements here. We don't really know when.
This guy's quick.
He's a quick boy. We don't really know
Oh, hey.
the timeline here.
Speak of the devil. Look at all this.
Oh, hey.
Son of a gun.
It's pretty late in the game for like how gross these zombies are looking. So maybe it's like I don't know, year
so in terms of
3 or
timeline?
4. Yeah,
Ah, interesting.
the zombies do. I mean, at least in the series, there are attempts to make them look, grosser. Like when it's wintertime, zombies are frozen over. They lose weight. They decay more. And they show that in the comic of the show. Look at that, boy.
If we can secure
A
that
lot of these
gate,
guys look,
we'll have a straight shot through the neighborhood.
like they've been out here for a while.
That's cool. I think your insight's really valuable in there because I just have no knowledge.
It's not working.
I'm not a huge Walking Dead fan. I have very little
Yeah,
knowledge
okay.
of the universe, so it's just my interests in this are completely gameplay focused. I think that like I'll judge the narrative based upon if it tells an engaging narrative or not. I'm not sure that I would get a whole lot more out of this if I was like a diehard Walking Dead fan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm certainly not really feeling the connectivity here, but I am curious about. Like,
Did you feel the connectivity in Telltale's The Walking Dead season 1?
Oh, definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
they straight up connect characters from the comic book into the storyline. So you see like characters like Glenn and Herschel and all those guys show up. And I think I sort of wish sometimes that can be a little hokey. I didn't find it that particularly hokey for Telltale. I thought it was cool. But I wish there was. There's so many characters now in The Walking Dead, especially in the comic book. There's like I don't know, 100 characters or something. But I think it's cool to see some other camps and groups.
All right, so I'm using my lockpick here. Just like something specific to my character.
Ooh,
weapon case.
There it is.
That is interesting. I like that a lot. So secure the weapon crate. So I assume that gives me another gun. I hope it's not just one I already have. But that's really cool because like that was something specific to my identity, my character, that I was able to, had I not been a lockpicking dude, I wouldn't have been able to open that.
Yeah,
So therefore, I kind of do feel rewarded.
you chose wisely.
How do these guys get down?
I had a question. Taylor Moffat, can you play solo with computers, or do you have to play with people? You got to play with people online.
Yes, I don't think that there is any friendly AI, or at least I've not seen any yet. I tried entering a match before the stream started by myself. It was just me.
To no avail.
And I didn't see a setting for that. That being said, I just got my hands in this game, and I have not had a ton of time to do research. It's been totally insane. So, BlizzCon was fun, though.
Yeah. Anarchy Mark in Mixer says, looks like Dead Island and Dying Light.
I don't
Which
like
do you
the
think
Dying
it-
Light comparison. I think does
Yeah.
hold ground. Like it's melee based
That's
on
my
these
question.
particular missions.
Yeah.
Though there's a ton more shooting when things go loud.
Right.
I have obviously these weapons.
I mean, Dead Island was more like a melee building. Like you build like wacky weapons like that.
Keep
It's
Yeah,
sort of
it
like
was also
You
entirely
need to
open
scout
world.
the
Dead
outpost to
Rising.
find a
Yeah,
good
also
way
open
in.
world. Yeah.
Ooh,
This
here we
is
go.
less.
Oh yeah, look at this guy.
Ooh.
So he's got this. I kind of wish I was using. Man, I want a sniper rifle.
No.
Well, while you guys are doing that, I guess I'll go kill this zombie over here. Okay, so I can. Let's do it. I mean, I think
Let's
this is
do it.
one of those things where like you're not supposed to use lockpicks literally every time because it might not be worth
But
it.
there might be the juice might be worth the squeeze.
Let's see. See if I can
Ooh,
one of those.
kill Cam.
See ya.
Grab that doggy bag.
Camp supplies, that's cool.
Get that ketchup.
Camp supplies, I believe, are used for out-of-game progression for the camp, which we saw upgrade, which kind of ties back to your character's health. Yeah, so far, like, I was expecting a lot buggier of an experience, and
Me
I'm
too.
just not seeing the bugs so far,
Yeah.
which is not to say they're not here.
Yeah. Oh wow, that was gnarly.
I like that a lot. Those animations were a disaster in 3, so I'm
Oh,
happy
boy.
that they kind of like reined
I'm
them
glad
in
they
a little
cleared
bit.
them up.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, got a little lag there.
Enemy Frost. Yeah, I thought we were locked into one area. No, we're on like one kind of big section of the map here. We progress through this map.
Yeah, this is an area we haven't seen yet
yeah.
in the map, or in the stream. So basically, we had one large kind of stealthy mission adventure, and then
Right.
we keep going back to our camp to defend it against various enemies.
Right.
I want
No,
to.
yeah.
these-
Zero tolerances, no instances, not open world. Yep.
Yes, not open.
Not
This
open
is
world.
Mission based, though these maps are pretty big.
Yeah. They
Um,
are pretty big. Yeah.
Things I want to see from here on out, beyond the stream, in terms of like retaining this, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Increased enemy variety,
Yep. I agree.
increased reliance on teammates,
Increased,
more mission structure variety that's like bringing some interesting set pieces.
Yeah, sure.
I think we need some more of that. kind of stuff.
It seems to be. What is this? This like sort of a fetch quest. This is definitely a fetch quest.
This is, I mean, I think calling it a fetch quest is unfair because I'm doing way more than just going to fetch something.
Yeah, true.
I am technically going to fetch something, but there's so many different things on the way there.
Yeah.
Um,
In terms of,
Jumper
ooh,
cables.
there you go. This is sort of, we've seen sort of like go get a thing, defend a thing, kill a bunch of zombies, make your way through this area type of thing. I'd like to see some more sort of like.
all right, so let me ask you this: since you're
Yeah.
a big, there's the jumper cables that I just picked up.
Nice.
So tell me thematically, like, do they have anything to work with in terms of increased enemy variety? Are there freakier zombies they could bring in at some point for like gameplay later in this game or what?
Well, here's what I think they're doing right in the zombie in the Walking Dead world is that there's really not like special. I mean, in terms of like the shit. What happened?
The chat.
Oh no. There's really not a lot of
love it.
like, you know, mutated-esque kind of bloater types on the show. There's like special zombies in the sense of like, oh, there was a zombie in a well and he got bloated up, and but it was nothing like watch out for that bloater.
Power
Oh, shit.
Rangers.
You know, stuff like that. All the zombies are pretty typical. They just kind of decay more. Or they, you know, they're sort of like
Ooh.
set pieces in themselves. Ooh. You know, there's messed up
Oh, there we
people
go.
that do messed up things to zombies, and
So
all that.
Yeah,
So-
what would bum me out as somebody who's coming to this game for gameplay and less for The Walking Dead as a series, which is
Yeah.
no disrespect to people who really like The Walking Dead as a series,
Oh,
clearly
sure.
has a ton of merit. But it would bum me out if the universe limited the creativity. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I totally agree with you. Like, it only can lend itself to so many things in terms of gameplay variety like that we got with Left 4 Dead and some other zombie games.
there's a lore item.
Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, Dying Light has some special zombies and stuff like that. So yeah, I see that because you know, at this point, we gotta spice it up in the zombie
Exactly.
category to
variety.
make things a little bit more happening.
Now
Yep.
comes the hard part.
But that's where, you
Need to
know,
go into the main part of the
I
outpost
think
to get closer to
story
the radio.
and
We're
you know,
vulnerable to
mechanics
attack
here
as
can
long as we
really
don't know their plans. That's
outshine
why we need that radio.
some zombie games. The story's real good. You
I
know?
think they could get more creative with the human enemies, and I think they
Yeah.
have done so far. But yeah, it would bum me out if it's like, sorry, there's only two types of special infected: a guy in armor and a guy
right.
bloater. Oh,
I-
good God! I didn't know
no.
that was human.
Oh dang! Here we go.
Nope. Here we go.
So wait, are we getting?
now it's my kind of game.
Okay.
Right now.
Hell yeah. Oh, get him, boy. So wait, are we getting zombies with humans now?
Oh,
too?
yeah.
Okay.
You know it.
This is what I wanted.
Oh, I'm not supposed to be going loud. Oh well, this is what people always yelled at me when I was playing Payday, and now it's even worse because like the walkers
Now,
are
yeah,
gonna
the walkers
come in
are gonna
spades.
notice you. Yeah.
All right, so I'm
Right.
gonna chill out with the gunfire. I'm just nailing this guy's knees,
You
but
know,
he
he's
doesn't
not really
he
doing
doesn't
anything.
really
Gotta get the head.
Yeah. Wish I was taller. Wish I was a baller.
Did you just get
wish I
yelled
had a
at?
girl Look at how color.
Did all your teammates just yell at you in the chat?
No. No, the last comment was hook up the cables to my dick.
Oh, that is it's on brand for The Walking Dead.
Dude, I like the quirkiness of the community is half the fun of all this stuff. I absolutely love the Payday community. It's just listen to this. Listen to this. It's just a satisfying noise.
Yeah.
All right.
Squashing melons.
But that's like, so my character, my build right now is not stealthy, is not particularly tactical. It's kind of more of a brute force kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that was cool that I had my moment there of like,
Yeah,
we
you
got
did
some,
get to
we got
get
some humans. I'm gonna go nuts.
That was a nice 15 seconds you had there.
Yeah, well, it was fun, man. That's like since it's a little bit rarer, I do think that feels good. I want to get
It kind of reminds me a little bit of, like Half-Life, right? When you're fighting head crabs and zombies all day, and then you get to fight some soldiers, and
Sure.
that first time playing that's really exhilarating. So I'm hoping for a little bit of that, a little bit more combo of zombies and soldiers here, or what do they call it, the family? That can really
trying to get a takedown here. Here we go.
spice you up.
A little push. Push this guy out. Come on, fall. This guy's
chat here for you guys.
remarkably tough on his feet. So, and what's another game that kind of like I feel as though thematically the universe that they chose to go with limited their ability to create interesting enemies and content. The Division.
The Division.
And I'm almost starting to feel a little bit of that here. Obviously, like, I don't think I'm running up against that just yet, but I do think of like I've literally seen every enemy type, and it's all three of them, right?
Especially early on, then you're sort
It's
of
the shielded human. It's the military zombie that I don't even know that I would classify as like a special infected. He's pretty easy to kill.
Yeah.
And then the bloat. But maybe it's just not that type of game. Maybe it's more about the horde. Maybe it's more about those tactical decisions.
Yeah. Well, then in that case, then to make these, hopefully these tactical decisions you have to make are, have a wide variety.
Yep. The progression also seems. Oh, they want me to place. That's why everybody's poking.
Hey.
All right. Well, let's go.
Let's
up.
see in the chat.
Boys.
Bling Dingo Gaming. Yeah.
Great name.
It's a great name. Yeah, and a human element on top of zombies is a definite game changer. Yeah, I mean, as I was saying, I was hoping there's going to be lots more. I want to see the Dougler here.
You think I can? You think I can?
Zombies.
You think I could give this guy the business?
Give him the business.
Yeah. Oh,
Dang! There it is. Ooh, gross.
There's no thrill like hunting a man.
That was real juicy.
It was. It seems like just a bad idea to have stuff without silencers on it.
I know.
Nice.
And I regret. Though this thing is like more powerful. So there's this weird stat thing happening, right? Where I have the shotgun that has 14 power. It's better than the one with 5 power. How is that? Is that dealing more damage? And as I increase the difficulty, probably it's going to take more hits to kill enemies. So there might be like a straight up vertical power progression we got.
I wonder if that affects your silencers in a way where it doesn't just take out your. Oh dang! Here you go. Here's your. Here's. Woo! Ooh!
Oh, that was bad lag. So with the noise meter's going up, but again, unless we get to that first pip, we're gonna be okay.
Watch your right. There you go.
I think one of the things I really like about this game so far is for how infrequent the shooting is in these missions. It feels very good.
Nice.
And that
Your control there was pretty great.
that kind of adds a little bit of.
I think. I mean, feels like that's what this game needs more of is more moments of like that where you need to just be on the ball with your aiming, your shooting.
I think
your
we'll
speed.
get there.
Yeah.
Like this is a lot slower paced than
This particular mission, yeah.
than that. Remember that first mission we did
I'll
that
take
was
it.
also sneaky? That was like
Yeah.
insane. That was a lot of shooting.
Second mission though was pretty cool.
So narratively, like from a standpoint of fitting into the Walking Dead universe, I do feel like the variety so far of this one being a little bit more empty kind of makes sense.
Yep. You're sort of within the Walking Dead universe, there's a lot of this is sort of sneaking into camps.
So we got more enemies here. I'm gonna let my teammates take point here, as I do not want to be
Don't be the
Cause
loudmouth.
of the horde. Yeah.
I swear the leaders
I
just
mean, I kind of wish they would
to keep us from running off.
get to the quick scoping.
I don't know, man.
What is this? What is this? Oh, somebody's.
I'm gonna call out the questions here. If you guys have any more questions that you can think of,
These guys are not gonna
hit us
fight.
up in the chat.
I guess I just gotta be the one who's doing this.
What do you guys want to see in this game? Give us a holler. We're in .com, YouTube, Twitch,
Right, so they're
Mixer,
taking that guy.
IGN.com.
I got a flashbang. Should I do that?
Do it.
Think that's noisy? Probably, huh?
You're a noisy boy. Pow.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, dang.
Look at this.
Ooh.
Careful. You're making a lot of noise
That
out
was,
there.
that
was great.
There was like 7 guys. You took them down to 3. All right.
That was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Headshot action on
Nice,
We
nice.
can't afford to be sloppy.
Oh, dang.
Quiet down before it's too late.
Later, Carl. Oh.
Noise attracted walkers.
Good
All
night.
right, good. I was getting bored.
Face attracted bat. Armor Core Gaming, more action.
Yeah, me and that
We're
guy.
getting it right here.
Me and that guy are on the same page.
I'm with you too.
Giving people what
I
they
need
want.
some more action here. I feel like we're getting a little bit of it, but I want to see some more human and zombie
At the same
fights
time,
happening
kind
at
of
the
thing?
same time.
Yeah, that's definitely a unique space that this game, I think, because the walkers are threatening. They're a very different type of threatening than the humans are
Right.
in this game, which is cool. They're like, if you don't pay attention to them, then you're gonna die.
Yeah, definitely. And if you know, fuses, get that. They can create such a chaotic element with you.
Is that a guy?
That's a guy. Get him.
Oh, that shit, that headshot.
There you go. Nice shot.
Thank you.
Where's your bud? Is your bud still down?
No, he's
No, you got him. Okay.
Whoa!
There you go.
Look at that. I have to really calm down with the shooting because when you get to 2, that's when things get nuts.
These zombies start coming through. All right.
Over there! There's an elevator!
I know it's hard to do in games.
Sounds like something wrong.
Seems like, but zombie just skin variety is something that I am always, watching out for in games.
Yep.
Dead Rising did it pretty well. But I know, it seems like it's just hard. Just resources are hard. But like,
It's done a pretty good job. I haven't
It's
seen
done a pretty
any-
good job,
You know,
yeah.
it's going to sound weird, but I actually think making them like as generic as possible kind of helps because then you don't. Oh, there's the guy with the red baseball cap or something like that. You know, you don't,
yeah. I mean,
Ooh,
that's
this is
true.
cool.
I'm sure there's things that developers gotta think about when it comes to.
Okay, we need 2 pieces here.
We need to replace the fuses!
Be the MVP with the fuses.
There you go. That's where like the Left 4 Dead aspect
Come on,
comes in.
get on the ground.
Sit
Oh,
down.
I wanted to stab the guy with a screwdriver, but okay.
Ugh, the sounds are very satisfying. There's another one. There, good.
Hey, there we go. All right. Second time we're seeing or third time maybe we're seeing a fuse bounce.
I'm hurt badly!
Good
Oh,
God.
no.
The commenter who said something about repetition, I think that is proving to be a more and more valid comment. But
Dark Zero. Can't tell. No doubt this game lacks a whole lot of polish, and multiple patches will be released throughout the years, like PD 2, because it is all for all intents purposes. This is a PD game with a TW skin on top. I don't know. It's got some different vibes to it.
well, okay.
How do you
I'll
feel
address
about that?
Graphically, it's very different. from
Yeah,
Payday.
graphically.
Graphically, it's leaps and bounds ahead of Payday. Saying that it lacks an abundance of polish, bring up some examples. Like
Yeah.
what would
Yeah.
you say needs polish?
What do you guys think needs polish here?
I think that the worst thing I've seen so far is a walker flip through the wall.
Yep.
And I only saw one instance of that.
I'm looking at these zombie skins, and yeah, there is a lot of variation.
It's not a bad looking game.
Yeah. We're used to some Red Deads and some Last of Us 2s right now. Things looking pretty.
I mean,
I don't know.
so here's I hate to be this guy and say that like people are just going to assume things before they try something, but
Yeah.
I saw that a lot with like Diablo Immortal. People were like, okay, clearly the gameplay is going to suck. Clearly they're going to be incredibly predatory microtransactions. Those I think are safe inferences, but I don't think you can claim it as fact because it's not in the game yet. And,
Right.
like the gameplay is not terrible.
Yeah.
As much as I don't want Diablo Immortal, like that is not a game that I'm super interested in playing. Get off of me! But that doesn't mean that I'm just going to go like on some narrative about how, oh well, clearly it lacks polish and clearly they're just trying to appease their Activision overlords. That part might actually be true. But so like seeing this as an Overkill game, seeing that Payday had bugs, Payday had a lot of glitches, and then definitively saying straight off the bat that this is a buggy experience, I think is unfair.
I don't know.
It's not a buggy experience for me yet. That's not
Right.
to say that it will become a buggy experience or bugs will not be a big part of this.
Sure.
But, as it stands now, like it's definitely
That's a little weird.
that's a little buggy.
Yeah.
Definitely better than these.
I saw a good, very cheap yogurt says Melee needs polish in his opinion or her opinion. How do you feel about Melee?
I think that Melee here, I think my like metrics for judging Melee, if my weapon is interacting with the enemy's character, then I think that feels good. It feels like when I hit something, there's impact. On a light hit, it definitely feels like I'm kind of stunning them. On a heavy hit, it really feels like I'm knocking them out of the park. I would say the Melee with a baseball bat so far is good in my opinion.
Do you like the charge, the sort of like strength ability with the Melee?
I do. I kind of wish that was heavier feeling.
Nice work.
Yeah.
So I'll say
The
that.
radio room's gotta be somewhere on
the
the
pushing
roof, so look around until you find
feels
it.
okay. I don't think I need a rock, paper, or scissor or a directional melee system in a game where I'm just hitting zombies in the head. All right, here we go. Oh,
Enemy spotted.
all right.
Enemy spotted.
So we're gonna let these snipers switch.
Fish in a
Take some
barrel.
shots. Ooh, nice shots,
Suppressor's
guys.
broken. Enemy.
All right, so his suppressor's down. That's gonna be rough. Man, I really messed up by not getting a suppressor. I just have
Enemy
to
over
sit
there.
back here and.
Over there.
There's that noise music
Okay,
coming
I got a good question here. How is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
game as far as a co-op experience feel to you? And do you think
Oh, God.
it's a game that gets even better with co-op, with the co-op experience that you're having right now?
I just potatoed so bad right there. After a stream filled with headshots, that was just the worst. Say the question again. I'm sorry. I was too focused on
Okay,
my potato.
how's the game as far as a co-op experience for you?
That's a good
Do
question.
you think playing it? Do you think it'll get better as we play along, as they do seasons and all that?
I think that it's a moderately fun co-op experience. I think that the co-op
Over there.
motif so far, like everybody's on the same page.
Sniper
Everybody
spotted.
knows not to go loud unless
Sniper.
everybody else is ready.
Sniper.
The coolest co-op
Over
moments
there.
I saw.
Sniper.
All right, yeah, I see it, dude. You gonna shoot her?
Yeah.
Watch out.
The coolest co-op moments that I saw so far were like, I'm surrounded by walkers, somebody come help me. So that
Right.
felt really cool.
Nice.
This is kind of a cool co-op moment where we have our stealth
Sniper guy
over
watching there while we're defending
Yeah,
against.
yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
Like that's gonna bring
It's
walls
not a
Tension.
situation where like I'm smoked by a smoker, he's wrapped his tongue around me, or there's a hunter on me, and I need somebody to
over
come
there.
break this hunter off of me, or else I'm gonna die. Those are like coercing co-op mechanics, which I think is really cool. I got 3 shots to make it down.
I know you were trying to play with the difficulty settings to see if you get like a better loadout when you beat it. Handsome robot. Are there harder difficulty settings that you can set to get more loot?
Find a way
Yes,
to
looks like it.
deactivate the
Absolutely.
security system
There's,
and get that radio out of
Normal,
there.
hard, very hard, overkill. This is The Walking Dead.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Can't shoot any more bullets, as you can tell by that noise meter. I kind of wish that noise meter deteriorated a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't... It's kind of weird to me that zombies are, like, out there, like, listening. Well, there's definitely gunfire, but there's not enough of it. Okay, now there's enough. I'm going to
I
buy
got
some
another
flesh.
question here.
Yeah.
Are the skills and perks noticeable? This is from Pyrolab. Are the skills and perks noticeable as to an effect on the gameplay, and not the obvious ones like lockpicking, of course? Like, yeah, so far with the skills that you have.
So that's a very
Anything
good
cool?
question. Some of the skills don't seem noticeable to me, like the 10% increased reload speed or the 20% increased damage. Those I think are a little bit more opaque. The thing that is entirely noticeable so far is the 50% increased health. So I spend a total of 3 skill points, and I have 100% more health. And as a result, like, 100 more HP. I have 2 extra pips, and those I have yet to be in a situation where I feel like I might die this entire match. So that is like a strangely vertical progression, as where the rest of it is kind of subtle. So to answer your question, I feel like the progression is not remarkably well designed. Some of the stuff is a lot less noticeable, while other things are incredibly impactful, which is not a good thing. I think you want to be
more dynamic.
You want to be enticed when you look at like, hey, do I want to spend a skill point here? Well, I could, but man, I really want it over here too. God, it's such a hard decision.
Yeah.
What this is like, okay, there's an obvious best path.
Some more management in what you do with your skill points.
Yeah. Great question.
Time Endeavor says this game needs a single player.
Oh, look at this. This is so there's like a code thing happening.
Oh,
I'm gonna go check it out because this looks like it could be the first unique gameplay experience in a while. So what is this? Enter code.
You gotta
5-1.
go find.
Oh, this is cool.
Enter
Or
code
0. Okay.
5140.
Has someone said what it is? C40. Okay. So there's this is C. Okay, there it is. So 40 there, and then it looks like they're getting.
They're collecting the other two.
Yeah. God. What?
D52.
What did I just do?
You unlock that one.
35? What in the heck? Okay. All right, well, clearly, when you enter a code with digits, normally you punch it in. Overkill, you don't pull a switch.
What does that one say? 35. Enter.
Okay,
Is
so
it something you have to go downstairs?
Yeah. So, well, to be fair, I'm not the one who messed that up. Somebody messed it up. C52.
C52.
And D. Yeah, there's kind of like an escape room thing going on with this whole game.
Gotcha.
I would like that these mechanics are a little bit more frequent. Or which they were.
I got a good question here.
Where are they punching these in? A12.
Sorry if I'm confusing you at the moment. Brandon Mott says, would you guys want a full open world like Division or something like that? I think, I don't know, we sort of got that with the Dying Light, right? But I think like a third person.
Punching these into the computer over here. Okay.
I would really love a Walking Dead sort of Division-esque game, open world, where you work with waves, you fight out, you go into like a dark zone, I guess.
You can only carry one. Am I carrying it?
I would love something like a real big Red Dead type of zombie game. Something very involved like that, where you build bases, you have relationships.
I can't pick this up.
All sorts of things.
So it's an interesting question. I feel like it's, sure, like maybe I'd like an open world zombie game, but that's not really what this is, or I think even what it's trying to be.
Got the radio right there.
I think the mission length is like very intentional.
Get you home.
But that's not to say that couldn't be cool. I wish I could pick any of this stuff up to help my team. I just can't. Okay. Got the radio. Here we go. Hey. Time to get loud.
Time to get noisy.
Good job. Get to the elevator and get the radio out of there.
That oh, it's a radio, not an elevator. I'm coming.
For Roderick Cuban.
I'm coming home. Stream not complete without a little Cliff Dog.
I'm gonna mangle his name. Oysten Englefield. How much does this relate to? How much does this relate to the comic? How much would you guys like it to? Any sort of Walking Dead property. Oh boy, there's a bug.
That zombie is twerking.
Let's just witness this for a nice moment.
There are bugs in this game,
Blech.
in spite of what we said. But that is not to say that it is like inhibiting my experience.
Right, exactly.
And the door did eventually poop him through. So that's nice.
There you go. I would like to see a little bit more connectivity with this game to at least I think this is a Skybound license and not a AMC license, so I could be wrong there. But I would like to see a little bit more connectivity, somewhat, just to really like root this into the worlds. Right now, it definitely feels like it's in the Walking Dead world, but it feels so far away from the rest of the storylines. And while that is interesting, as a show, I would like to see something like that. But I don't know. For me, I don't know. For this, because this is like this type of game, this experience, I kind of wish this was like at least Daryl. You get to play as Daryl or something.
Yeah. So I get like takedown prompts sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really good feedback. The fact that there's not a lot of connectivity, and I really feel like
Oshin. That's how I pronounce it. Oshin.
I don't want to say I called it.
Sorry.
But I definitely saw when it was like Overkill's The Walking Dead. I'm like, this is not going to be like
Straight
some
from
mind-blowing narrative crossover. It's going to
Yeah,
be like, hey, they're
right.
walkers. This is a Payday 2-esque
It's
game.
Payday 2. Yeah. Which is fine. Like I think it's totally cool to apply, the themes of Walking Dead into this type of game. I don't know, this game. I'm having a lot of fun watching you play this. So, it's giving me some Left 4 Dead 2 and some Payday vibes. Which I sort of, I miss both those games.
Yeah, I guess my biggest point of feedback so far, you have that point of feedback. I think that's totally valid.
Yeah.
I'm having a pretty good time. This is, if I'm being totally frank, this is better than I thought it was going to be.
Nice.
I want to see more variety in terms of what I'm doing in the mission, and then I also want to see things that make me want to unlock them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really care or know what I'm unlocking next.
Right.
Besides more health and more increased stats, I would love, like, hey, if you stun a walker, you can hit F and do a takedown.
Yeah.
Or if you're using a baseball bat and you do a heavy swing, you get 1 free kill on the next one.
There you go.
Like that.
Yeah,
kind
they're
of
sort of like
Jeez, look at this.
I don't want to relate to Spider-Man, but the Spider-Man sort of progression of skills was really fun in that regard, where it built upon moves that way. And like, not to compare this to Dying Light again, but things like traversal and sort of zombie kill moves, where you could, something like you could kill multiple zombies in one hit, and like a special move would be cool.
Yep. I agree with that.
Different, like unlocking maybe different special kills, when you stab someone in the head or whatever, would be neat. It's hard to think of ways to build upon this that don't conflict with the sort of established rules of the universe. So.
Yep. Which might be kind of a downfall.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Got
G
3
to
minutes
throw.
left here.
Okay, great. I think we're right about to wrap this up. So that's everything, right? The truck. Extracting. The extracting is right here. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Ba 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 ba.
You did it.
Like how it says mission complete, there's like walkers right on our butt. Okay, well, I think it's
Cool.
time for some closing thoughts. What do you think?
Yeah. I do like it. I love the effort here in terms of dipping it into the Walking Dead universe. I'm always obviously I'm a big old fan, and I'm going to be interested in anything Walking Dead. I would like to see some more connectivity to the universe, as I said. But at the same time, I don't want to, have it be like just, Rick Grimes the game.
Grimes the game.
Safer for having
Oh, hey,
evil
check this
people
out.
like you.
What is this? So
Best
this
of
is
the
the weapon
best.
crate that we got. Okay. That's a pistol that I already had in terms of the weapon model. But it is 40 power. I guess that's cool.
Is that the highest
Proud
power
of
we've
what
seen
you
so
did
far?
back
I'm going to
there.
do some pros and cons
You
real quick
really
before we
got
wrap
the
this up.
stuff.
So I'm reviewing this just for context, and so far my first impressions are pros. Shooting feels really good. The melee feels good to me.
Mm-hmm.
The enemies seem... the visual fidelity of the game seems better than I would have expected for an Overkill game. I like that there are loud and quiet missions so far, and I think that's probably about it. Which is not a bad thing. Like I think those are some important foundations. Cons so far, the progression seems kind of convoluted and uninteresting. And the variety in terms of what I'm doing in the mission is not presenting itself in a great way. So far, we've done you have 2 mission structures currently, and granted, this is only 2 or 3 hours into the game, but defending your base, which is fun, loud mission, defending your base, and then you go on to a quiet mission where you're sneaking through. You have a fuse box at some point, you're unlocking a gate altogether, you're using kind of your lockpicks and whatnot to get stuff, and then you're coming across humans at some point and trying to keep that noise meter down. So I'm a little bit disappointed that particular mission was very, very similar in terms of its structure to the first Quiet mission. So what I'm looking for moving forward is greater enemy variety, greater mission variety, more set pieces, more unique moments. Like, who can forget in Left 4 Dead the cornfield? It's like, oh my God, this cornfield is blowing my mind. Or, maybe it's pitch black like in Vermintide 2. I want to see more of that. I want to see weapons that I don't currently have unlocked.
Yeah.
So yeah, for all things The Walking Dead, Overkill's The Walking Dead, keep it right here on IGN. And for a full review, as well as maybe a review in progress, you can also find that on IGN. Brandon Hunt, what's your Twitter?
At Media Vandal.
At Thuggin Duggan, THUGGN, DUGGN. If you have any more questions, shoot them to me there. I will be playing a lot more of this game. We'll let you know what we think. For all things shooters, keep it right here on IGN.
And zombies.